Good morning.
Here we are. Jodi, it's been a while. It has to have been a month, right?
Oh, yes, because we didn't podcast before we left.
Yeah, no.
I know we said we were going to.
We had great intentions. We had every intention.
Until the afternoon before.
Yeah, and I said to Jodi, holy moly, there is a giant list still to be done before we head out.
I wanted to do it.
Yeah. You know what, I never like sending that text. I don't think I can fit it in. And you're like, oh, thank God, because I was just going to send you the same text.
I was thinking it too. Listen.
Good morning, Sandy.
Good morning. We could have fit it in, but then there was more stress.
I really did not. Yeah, I didn't feel like it.
But we're here. We're
here
now.
That's boring and old news, but we're so happy to be back.
Good morning. Good morning.
It is a gloriously sunny yet crazy windy day here. Since when are we a windy?
Hi,
I just
Emily.
about blew away yesterday.
No. Emily's screaming, good morning.
Good morning, Emily.
We can hear you. We hear you, girl.
Your neighbors
good
are like,
morning.
what is going on with Emily? Is she okay?
Windy.
Yeah. Yeah. We don't normally have that.
Ahoy, matey.
Ahoy, matey. Oh, is that one of our cruise friends?
No, I'm just saying we're back from
okay.
being on a boat. Good morning, Susan from Calgary. Good morning, the knitting sewist. Oh, she's busy.
Hi from Ohio. Hi, Ohio.
Michelle. Ahoy, matey.
Good morning, Michelle. Do you have your sea legs? Is everything back to normal?
I feel like we're real friends now. Not that we weren't, right? We were friends.
There
but
is something about an in-person conversation, a real hug.
The connection.
Listen, that connection's everything.
Sorry.
Everything.
We adore her. Hi, Cynthia.
And her husband invited us to come stay. So, you guys,
Remind me where she is.
We're totally coming. Vermont. We're totally coming.
Expedia.
So don't move because we want to come. Anyway, she's gotten back to normal, and you guys are totes real friends now.
Oh, that's so cute. Hi, Sarah from Michigan. I don't think I've cleaned my glasses since
This week?
My God, I wish you guys could see this. They're terrible.
I don't think I even have a...
Look at...
Oh!
I'm showing more friends.
What is this thing? How does it work? It's that.
It's a fucking toothpick holder.
I thought it was one of those eyeglass cleaner things. I have one of those.
I do. It's in the car.
Where did I get that?
I gave it to you.
Okay.
Instagram.
Perfect.
Look, would you like a toothpick?
I don't. You know what? Could come in handy. Who knows?
Do you know what? I'm one of those people because of my teeth. I have to always have a toothpick.
Yeah.
No, dental floss.
Right.
Not toothpick.
Right.
But this I thought was very
Jodi,
important.
I love it, and I'm honestly, I've always got a few of those little dental pick things in my purse. Good morning, Star.
Good
I know
morning,
it's so early
Star.
for you. Thank you for being here.
I hope you're still
Good
in
morning,
bed.
Pamela from the cruise.
Pam! You guys, I'm feeling
goodness.
myself this morning in this hot pink color.
Listen, there's something about putting a little something on your neck. I wore a scarf when we were away like that, and I just felt like
I was walking really sassy.
a little snazzy.
I know.
A little snazzy. I love it. Frances says she's so excited for our fall cruise. Oh,
Tell me
you
you're
guys.
on our fall cruise.
You guys. We had never, should we just talk a little bit about what we've been up to the last couple of weeks? We went on a cruise.
We did.
Not just a cruise, our first ever cruise.
Knitting.
Full of knitters, 90 knitters, and some of them brought husbands, partners, whatever. Yeah. Our group was about 130 people. And it was just the absolute best. Who knew a cruise ship was like one of the perfect places to have a knitting retreat? Because there's so much time to sit and gather.
Good news. We loved it.
It took us about half a day. We were like, are we cruise people? I don't know if we're cruise people. Half a day later, oh my gosh, when's the next cruise? It was so much fun. And it was really just such a beautiful boat. And Pam and David and Lynn from the cruise company took the best care of us. They did all the organizing. So all we had to do was go and enjoy it and hang out with everybody.
We partnered with David and his company.
Mm-hmm.
Lynn had connected us. But after having worked with them, we wouldn't work with anybody else on a cruise.
Wow, it was just the absolute best.
Their
Perfect.
Their quality and their standards are far exceeded anything we could have hoped for. It was incredible.
That's
and
what everybody said too.
the
Good morning,
good
Bree.
morning. The relationship he's had for 25 plus years with these companies that he's worked with, Holland America, I'm talking about specifically, was enabled him to secure areas in the boat and keep things open for us, and little things like that that made our cruise incredible.
It was everything. So cruisers may know, but at the top level of the boat on our ship, there was something called the Crow's Nest Lounge, and it was a fancy coffee bar. It was an actual bar. It was all surrounded by windows. It was a row of those IKEA relax chairs with the footstools. There were leather couches, and there was an art studio. There was other things up there, but we got a giant portion of that every single day, roped off. Knitters only, sorry.
Private function.
Private function. And so we got to gather there for hours every day. And even when it wasn't the designated time, people were up there just enjoying their free time. And so we got to go every day and hang out with everybody. And chat with everybody. And knit with everybody.
Yes.
And?
Well, we didn't make it after dinner. But because we were so tired. But normally the Crow's Nest is closed for the evening at 10 o'clock. They secured it till midnight just for our group.
Right. So the late people had somewhere really cool to hang out, just where you knew you could go gather.
Yeah.
It made it the best for the knitters. Like, it really was, to me, these retreats, wherever you go, it's always about the people. It's always about spending time and visiting and connecting, and that's what it was, all of that and more. And we were so lucky. The first night we had a cocktail party, and it was the entire group assembling together for the first time, and I literally looked out and thought, I can't believe this happened. Like, today's the day. All of these people came along. There's Alexa and Emily from Tin Can Knits. There's Hohi and Charlie. They came all the way from Argentina. And all of these knitters. I'm going to sneeze.
Oh, bless you.
Me.
There was pinch me moments from the moment we got on the boat to the moment we said goodbye.
Yeah. I mean, the gratitude for us, for everybody that showed up. These incredible teachers. The classes were phenomenal. The teachers hung out in the knitting lounge whenever they wanted to, but it was a lot. So all of the knitters got to hang out. And anyway, if I know we're the organizers of the knitting part of it, but we got a lot of great feedback, and it was our only wish that everybody had a great trip, came home with some cool memories. And oh yeah, Alaska's amazing. Who knew?
Alaska's amazing.
There were people on our cruise that had done 4 Alaska cruises.
Yeah. I didn't know. I've always wanted to go on a cruise, but I didn't think Alaska was high on the list. I would always think I would go somewhere warm. Let me tell you, put Alaska high on your list.
It's true. Oh, there's so many lovely comments in there. Thank you guys saying that they love the cruise.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to expect either from Alaska, but I have never heard anybody do an Alaska cruise and say, yeah, no, I'd never do that again. Everybody comes back and says, it was mind-blowing. It was stunningly beautiful. It's a totally different community than, home. So we got to see these gorgeous small communities that are based on, fishing and all of this outdoor stuff. Ketchikan, salmon capital of the world. Who knew?
It was picturesque. When you see these postcards, you guys, we visited these postcard moments.
And they don't manipulate it. Anybody with a phone can take that because it's just there. And I guess we're early in the season for the great weather, but we had decent weather. We had not a lot of rain. We had a little bit here and there, but it was kind of overcast. And then the one day that's specifically the cruising where we go in Glacier Bay, the boat kind of does a spin, you see a glacier and all the good things. It was like the sky parted, blue skies, so much sun, and the ship really celebrates that day. They've got hot chocolate out there, and they're doing pea soup, and really hosting you. They're taking gorgeous photos right in front of the glacier if you want. And I didn't know what to expect. And I couldn't have loved it more, personally.
I agree.
Yeah. And, it was amazing because our parents were on the boat. And our parents just think what we do is so special. They're so proud of us. It was so nice to have them there. And they just, their support helps us spread our wings. And I was so grateful to have them there. It was so cool.
I completely agree.
Our dad took a selfie with a knitter.
And
because she asked and she recognized him.
And it's so funny.
It was so much fun.
He did end up going ziplining.
Yes.
There were spots. He ended up doing that, and he loved it. Only drawback, it was too quick.
Yeah, they both wanted to go again.
And it's funny, he said they were on the bus going somewhere. It wasn't on a zip line, but they were going into town. I think it was whatever.
Icy Strait.
No, not for the excursion. The next stop where they went into town and walked around.
Maybe Sitka.
But he said that there were knitters on the bus, and they'd heard people talking so positively about us and the cruise experience so far.
Oh, good.
Do you know, like, you overhear someone, they're not going to say, this is shitty.
But you know what?
Down.
It's okay to have that opinion, and we want to hear everything.
Yes.
We really do want it to be
not if it's negative.
Better. Of course, you're trying to be, like, objective, of course. But the whole week, people kept going, I'm having the best time.
Yeah.
And I was like, really? Are you sure? Do you have any tips for, like, making it better in some way? How's it going? Anyway, that is so cute. That is so cute. He's the ears on the ground.
Totally. I saw Carol. Carol is in here. She's from Lambton County, which is right outside of Sarnia. Right. She's right by Iparosh. That's the beach we go to every day.
Wow.
It is anyway, I just want to say, hey, Carol, I'm coming to you next month.
That's right.
But yes, overall, 10 out of 10 experience, you guys.
And just thank you to everybody.
Yeah.
Alexa and Emily, Hohi for teaching. It was amazing. It was pretty cool. Our class, our Sock Talk workshop, was in like a lounge. Like at night, it's where all the bands played. You guys, it was the coolest venue I've ever seen for a knitting class. But, it was pretty
I have
fun.
to say, they had 2 beautiful classroom spaces with outdoor windows for our
lots of natural light.
our other instructors. So we took the one that was maybe not conventional, but let me tell you, it worked out great.
It did. And I mean, the thing we were mostly concerned about was lighting, and everybody said it worked out okay. But it's so funny because it's set up with a stage, and like you pull open the curtain and there's drums and stuff. Anyway, it was really funny. It was hilarious. And we enjoyed it so much with all the knitters. So anyway, I know people were saying, can't wait to hear about it. So we really wanted to share the experience with you guys. And we're doing our second cruise in the fall. So if you're interested, please go to grocerygirlscruise.com and check it out.
This was the setup, except there were tables for these groups here. This was our panel when we had our panel chit chat with Alexa, Emily, and Hohi. And
it was an Ask Me Anything.
Just imagine this was our classroom.
It was really cool. It was really cool. It was a blast.
Yeah.
But there were a lot of things. Oh, how about this? The reason we couldn't do our podcast before we left, we were busy. Go ahead.
Glacier Bay.
Yeah. Stunning. It's just stunning.
Sea otters on little iceberg.
Yes.
Little chunks of iceberg on their backs. Do you know they mate for life? And
I didn't know
they
that.
They hold hands.
I've seen them hold hands. But yeah, so there's chunks of the glacier floating in the bay and otters sunning themselves and jumping off and swimming.
Keep going. I'm just going to show a few photos.
There's sock talk for you. Boy, we can talk a lot about socks.
This was Tracie carrying the class.
Not true. Not true at all. It was a ball. But the reason we had 10 pieces of luggage to travel with. I've never felt more like a Kardashian, I swear. Private plane would have been nice.
We think we curated what was really fun, great swag bags, but obviously we had to get it there.
Yeah, shipping just wasn't, anyway. Live and learn.
Learning curve for the first cruise.
But there were 4 of us, so we thought, oh, everybody will just have 1 extra bag. It turned out to be 10 bags. And then the system, as we were checking in at the airport, crashed, so we only paid for two of 10 bags to travel. It was like good karma. I was like, okay, this is a good sign.
Somebody was asking if we stopped at a yarn shop.
Oh, you guys, there were yarn shops.
And then
Hi, Meg. Hi, Wendy.
we invaded the Beehive in Victoria.
That is such a good photo.
This is Jade in the front with Tracie. She came from Australia.
With Shane. You guys, there was a whole handful of Australians.
There's Beth in the back, Bermuda.
Yes.
Who else am I seeing?
We had knitter from Portugal, Brazil, obviously Argentina with Hohi, the Netherlands.
2 Lisas from Australia who are now friends, did not know each other. They actually, you know how big Australia is. They live 30 minutes away from each
It's
other.
nuts. It's
Yeah.
nuts.
They're long lost sisters.
You can't even say, right. They found each other on 23andMe. You can't even say Lisa from Australia because they were both the Australia
Like,
Lisa.
what are the odds?
I don't know.
We feel okay. So
Isn't that the best?
Yeah.
Just the best. And there's
So-
our friend Yvonne, who's always in the comments. Yvonne brought her son Michael.
Tash from New Zealand? No, is it
Also
Australian?
Australia.
But I'm thinking Tasmania. But I think
Yeah,
I'm
I
wrong.
think technically, I think you're right.
Tash. Okay.
And her and her husband are doing a whole mega trip, just like Jade and Shane. So if you guys recognize Jade in Banff, yeah, that's her.
Let's all thank Lynn. Take a moment and thank Lynn for connecting us. This was David's sister,
It
Lynn.
turned out to be such a good picture.
You guys,
So I don't know if you guys know or remember the story, but I'll quickly just go over it one more time. I think it was June, we were saying, just like this, chit-chatting on a podcast, on a video, wouldn't it be so cool to go on a knitting cruise? Did you know there were knitting cruises? And Lynn right away sent an email or called her brother and said, these knitters want to do a cruise. And David has the Cruise and Vacation Authority business. So this is what they do. They put together cruises, and that is how this whole thing came to be. And we just think it's wild that it was a little comment that created this big wave. And later, it's just happened. Now it's memories, and it was a wish.
Yes.
So, of course, we just were thrilled to meet Lynn and see Lynn. And Lynn had a bunch of buddies from back home on the cruise.
Oh, hilarious.
I just,
Yeah,
the stories of people's regular lives. We had all of this knitting in common, all of our love for yarn. We're all heading to the yarn shops in, our stops. But
Orange Day.
Orange Day? That was so cute on you, Jode. So knitters, who knew we would host this was our very first ever retreat. There's always a cat photo somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
This was a dream.
We'll
It's
never-
always a dream come true, but your first ever is just so memorable, and I don't even know what else to say. We had a ball, and thank you to everybody.
We had an absolute ball.
And it's wild that we're going to do it again. Now we're going to do it on the East Coast in the fall, which is a dream. There's so many nitty places to stop and cool things to
Silly
do.
touristy photos. Listen,
I forgot about that one. That's adorable.
I have a lot I have something.
Where were we? We were sitting on that was Juneau?
No, that was waiting for our excursion.
In Sitka.
Yeah.
We drove ATVs. No, they were not ATVs.
UTVs.
Yeah. Yeah. Through the island, we saw whales. That was my list of things to see. We want to see whales.
Brown bear.
Oh, look who's up.
Hey.
Trouble.
I was gonna say something, but now I forget.
Francis
Oh.
said, how was the zip lining? Zip lining was 10 out of 10 from what we heard. Like, crazy amazing. Yeah, we're not home alone.
Georgia.
Jeff's.
I wonder how many people said Georgia were podcasting.
Yeah.
Probably
Our
all
girls.
90.
We were so lucky to be there with our daughters.
So
It turned out to be, anyway, I don't know how many times I can say it. It was fabulous.
We're curating some special stops that can accommodate a bigger group for our next trip.
We really love.
Yeah.
Love meeting everybody, like anywhere that we go,
know.
right?
Madison's graduation this week.
Jodi. Okay, tell me all about it. It seems so foreign and far away from what we did.
So today is the convocation where she walks across the stage and gets her diploma.
Oh.
So that we're doing that today. Tomorrow.
So tonight? That's tonight?
Yes, at the Expo Center.
Nice. Oh, they're doing convocation there.
It's too big.
Oh, the Jubilee was the worst.
Actually, all of my kids, I think Jackson might have been the last year they were at the Jube.
Okay.
Because my kids have been at the Expo Center.
Oh, man. I mean, I love the Jubilee. It's
Yeah.
a beautiful building, but it was jammed and took forever for the whole thing. So I didn't know that. Okay,
Yeah.
Expo Center. That's
Expo
great.
Center. And then tomorrow, I arranged the party bus.
Of course you did. That's awesome.
Right?
Tell me all about that.
And so...
So where does the bus take them? To grad dinner?
Well, they do this thing down at the Ledge where, the big, beautiful cement stairs, and they've been doing it for years where all the kids just informally meet there,
Take cool pictures.
great photos in their gowns and suits and stuff. But now they've switched it to the museum.
Oh.
Which is even
the
better.
old museum or the new museum?
The old museum.
Oh, I love the old museum.
Because the grounds, the parking, it's amazing.
Don't get me started on that one. I can't believe they don't use that
I
building
know.
anymore.
They're coming to our house. I'm going to have a glass of champagne, but it's only going to be like for 45 minutes.
Yeah,
So just
that's
a
a
champagne,
great thing to host.
photo ops. I have a balloon thing.
Of course you do. I'm coming to take a peek at her in her dress.
Come between 1:30 and 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And so we're going to do that. And then listen, the bus, I've been asked to come to the museum. I just about peed my pants. I was so excited. Right? Because it's usually like, see you.
But you know what's really nice? Now you can be there taking pictures and
That's
there's not
what she
somebody
wants me to
out
do.
of the picture.
Yes. She wants me to come,
Yeah.
take photos
It's a good
for
idea.
an hour.
So you're going on the bus.
And then we say goodbye. So normally they have the grad banquet that night, but the kids have most kids or a lot of kids are sitting with their friend group, and the parents aren't coming into the banquet anymore.
How lucky did you get?
I said to Maddie, I dodged a bullet.
You totally did. I mean, it really is about the kids at this point, right?
Yes.
You're just
Let
they're
them.
sitting with you out of obligation.
Yes, when they really
They
want to sit
don't
with their
want
friends.
to.
No. So when Maddie said it,
That's great. I love that.
thrilled. So after the museum,
And
I'll
then
say
like
goodbye.
Footloose, they push everything to the side and everybody dances down the middle.
I said the only thing I will miss is the graduate parade in their, but we'll see it. Everyone films
Yeah.
it all, right? But
Yeah.
anyway, so that's grad.
It's a big,
There's
big-
parties tonight, tomorrow night, and Saturday.
That's awesome. Oh, Saturday. Who's hosting that? That's
I'm not
the
sure.
biggie that you don't want to host.
I think there.
Or you do, but it's a lot more
It
than
seems like it might be a group of 40 or so people. It's not like
That's not so bad.
It's not like when people got word when we were in high school that you were having a house party, parents were away. You could get 200 plus people or more, right?
Yes, so bad.
So it's like 40 or so 50 people. I said to Maddie, you can host it. But she said no because she doesn't
oh,
want to
for
have to deal
sure.
with the
You would
cleanup.
never say no,
No,
but that's the heavier
No.
hosting duty.
I suggested it.
I know. I would never say no to that.
But she said she doesn't want to deal with the mess.
She's so smart.
Right.
She really is.
Yeah.
She's very practical.
Yes.
And smart.
Yes. So that's grad, you guys. My youngest is graduating.
Wow. And the dress, she loves her dress. I can't wait to see it.
She's a redhead.
Yeah.
It is like dark forest.
Oh, Jodi. She's
And it's
going to
got
look like
lace. Oh,
What's the hair? Tell me about the hair.
It's just going to be down and curled.
So doing that at home?
Yeah, I said, do you want your hair done? Do you want your makeup done? No. Because she got her lashes done. She said, then I'll wear lip gloss. She's not a makeup girl.
Her skin is beyond perfection.
Yeah.
I kept saying to her, Maddie, your skin, I can't even. Promise me you're going to wear sunscreen.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Anyway, her skin is really gorgeous. Beautiful, peachy.
So that's this
redhead
weekend.
skin. That's a big weekend, and it's a big deal. That's really, really exciting. I'm totally coming to peek at all the teenagers in their dresses.
Oh, absolutely. Did you know senior skip day was a thing?
No.
Where someone
We just used to skip whatever
they
we
just
wanted.
pick a day of the grad week and no one goes to school. Well,
I mean, people aren't doing it anyway, but it's nice to make it an event.
and
Like-
they all went out to the Wabamun Lake. It was pouring rain.
Oh.
But they all went to Wabamun Lake.
Okay.
Like 100+ kids.
Wow.
Yeah.
Organized it themselves?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Carson's here. Hi, Carson.
Good morning, Carson.
Listen, that's really fun.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's really exciting. She's pumped. She's like vibrating with excitement.
That's the main thing.
Yeah.
That's all you want, is it for to be awesome for them. Oh my gosh, Jodi.
What are your plans?
Not grad.
Knitting.
No, I don't have any plan. Like
I
haven't
don't usually
made-
have plans either.
I did not make any plans. I hope it's nice out. I still have some things I want to throw in my garden. I have to get some shrubs. I've got a
Yeah.
couple of empty spots that were there last fall, and it was like, okay, in the spring I'm going to go get something for that. I don't know what I'm going to get, but I do get really almost as excited as Maddie about grad, about going to the big greenhouse.
I know I haven't been yet.
And they have everything. It's so
Which
stunningly
one are you going
beautiful.
to?
I'm going to go to, only because of their selection of shrubs, Greenland, but it's right next door to Wallish, where we got all our bedding plants. Like all my bedding plants
Are you
came
gonna
from
go to both?
Wallish. Probably, because I'm all the way out there.
Okay. Can you
What do
get
you
me
want?
6 hops if they have it? I'm going to text you.
Yes.
Saves me a trip.
Totally. It's a little bit away, right?
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, what else is going on? Let me see. Oh, happy Pride, all you queer folks.
Yes.
We celebrate you every
Oh.
day of the year,
I'll have to
but
wear-
we bow down and raise a queer flag to you the month of
Absolutely.
June. Let
Love all the time to you.
let your freak flag fly. We love you. We love you. This is a safe space always.
Yes, and
love
we
you
haven't said
so
that for a
much.
long time.
Yes.
And it is 100%
Yeah.
welcoming. I
Yeah.
hope you feel that from us.
In fact, we preferred if you were going to be no. We've
do you
always
think we could do a gay cruise?
don't even. You just got me super excited just for a second. Oh,
They wouldn't have let us come, probably. I don't know how that works. Anyway.
oh my gosh. I'm just thinking, how can we make this work? No, we love you. We see you. We send all the love to you. Yeah.
Always.
Okay.
For sure.
June. Let me just say, June crept up.
I can't believe it's June.
June.
How about the
Snuck
first
in the
week
back
of June's
door.
almost over? Like, it's not even just June. It's a quarter over.
What?
Yes, yeah. It's the 6th today.
June happened.
June 6th.
June happened.
Crazy.
Oh, you know what you got? Okay. You know what we did before we went to Alaska? Bainbridge Island.
Seattle. So the trip had a little bit of Seattle, too.
We had a little, side trip.
It was awesome. It was awesome. I was so happy to be going back to Seattle. We only had a little bit of time last August with Flock. So I was really excited to go back to Seattle.
Shout out to Beth,
Yes.
who put her hand up and said, we got time if anyone wants to go over to the island. We didn't know we were going to have time, but we managed to get everything done ahead of time. And so made our way over.
Yeah.
Whole bunch of knitters on the ferry.
Yeah.
And
It was
just
actually
wandered.
great.
Yeah.
But and it's funny because like people said, "Oh, thank you for letting me hang out with you. I was by myself." You were never by yourself. We're all knitters. We're all going to the same place. We're all
Sue from
hanging
Ohio.
out. Susan, I see you. So it was that fun. Like you meet at the ferry terminal. Well, we're all going together. Let's just go.
And let me thank again, Lemon Kid and
Yes.
all of the staff, Sarah and all of her amazing women that she has working. We were hosted, like she had refreshments, she had
And
snacks.
La Mercerie, Jess and the
Mercerie, Jess,
ladies.
and her lovely
We had no
women.
idea that it was. We
Like-
just wanted to let you know here we're coming, just because sometimes it's nice for you as a business to know and expect maybe you're going to put someone else on staff or whatever. We were hosted like
Jess had
well.
Jess had mimosas.
I know.
Yeah.
So yes,
were
a
amazing.
huge thank you. First of all, how lucky is Bainbridge as a community and knitters to have the most unbelievable yarn shops right there.
Yeah.
And they are like totally different, right?
Oh,
like you get
couldn't be
different
more
needs
different.
met at each location.
You don't find the same things at either
gosh.
store. They don't have any
So
overlap.
cool, so gorgeous. It made me wish that I had time to just sit and spend the afternoon, like plan a project and sit down. Anyway, it was phenomenal. It was inspiring, and it always makes me think, "Oh, I need to spend more time here."
Also, shout out to Julia and her amazing women at the Beehive.
Yes.
In Victoria.
Yes.
Who, in fact, stayed open well past their closing time to host all of. And listen, we descended on the Beehive.
Listen, I've wanted to go to the Beehive forever, and there's no excuse that we haven't. It's in Canada. It's not that far from Vancouver. We could have taken the ferry, like planned an extra day at Knit City and just gone. So thank goodness. I was so happy to finally get there. It is so beautiful. Now I get it. I know why people say, but the shop, it's just full. It's in a beautiful building, but it's also just so beautiful as a shop itself. They've done such an amazing job.
Make sure if you're in the area that you absolutely put Beehive on your list to visit.
Like if you're there and you're thinking, is it worth the ferry over? Yeah, it is worth the ferry over. And beautiful samples. I have yarn to share. But in Sitka, I believe it was, where I think it was called Changing Tides Yarn Shop. And it was not yarn shop, but she was a craft shop. She had tons of quilting, tons of fabric, but she also had a significant amount of yarn. Like everybody came away with yarn and gift bags she made 90 gift bags for knitters.
I'm just seeing if I can find the photo.
And it was, you just felt so welcome. So welcome. And all of the yarn shops that we managed, there were yarn shops at all the stops pretty much. And every single one of them had a different, there we are. See these little tiny you make like a postcard quilt? You guys, I bought this blue one right there.
You guys, they're kits.
It's so cute. It's a little kit.
Yes.
And you just hand stitch this little, I'll show you. I'm sure I've got just a pile of stuff here I'm hoping to get through for you guys. It's a whale tail and water and like the mountains. I just thought it was a great little memory thing.
I did too.
And I said, I hope I do it. Like I have it, but I hope I actually make it because it's so cute. It would be a good little summer thing. That's such a good picture.
I know.
When did we do that? I don't even remember.
I took a selfie. That's our parents. We ran into them in Juneau, our first stop.
Oh,
sorry.
yes.
I'm catching Mom in half a blink. We
have a lot of pictures with your giant head right at the beginning because you're always so good at remember that.
Just because I've been so many times
cute,
you
Jodi.
get home and you're like, I have nothing.
I know.
Nothing.
I know.
Anyway.
Oh, yeah. Where was that? In Juneau.
Who needs a furkini?
Listen,
Girls.
local fashion.
This is what I wore on the Lido deck.
Right. Happy birthday, Jodi. Don't be too surprised when you unwrap that for your birthday. You can wear it in Sarnia on your holiday.
Okay.
It was a ball. It was a ball.
I am going to say I didn't get so much knitting. I don't have a lot of knitting to show.
I have some knitting.
Because I was so in visiting and I just didn't seem to take out my knitting. But that's okay. What I'm lacking in knitting, I'll make up in goodies I will show.
There you go. And I just started taking my knitting to dinner because I wasn't knitting a lot during the day. So we got to have these lovely served dinners, 3-course dinners every evening. So I just started taking my knitting with me.
So smart.
And it was the only way I got my sweater done.
Yes, Tracie and I both have July birthdays.
Yeah.
Listen, Tracie.
Cancer and a Leo.
Tell us about your sweater. Let's start out by that.
Okay.
Is there anything else we need to talk about before we start?
34 minutes in and we'll get into some knitting.
Okay.
This was a sweater I started and I had hoped to finish before our trip. That didn't happen. It got really busy in planning, and that's okay. It was such a joy to knit. This is the Hush sweater by Tin Can Knits, and it's a beautiful cabled round yoke sweater. It's knit at a really big gauge. Think all the things you love about Love Note, but with a bit cables instead of lace. So a big needle, fingering weighted mohair or DK, whatever
Yes.
is your jam. And I loved knitting it. It's knit in Frankie gray fibers in the color Kate's green.
It's a touch brighter in person, like a little richer in person. It's so.
It is more like Irishy green in person, I think.
I'm loving this green for spring. I mean, we think of green for spring, but it's such a good color right now.
It goes with everything. It looks so sharp with like dark jeans. It's so good with the pink. I almost put pink. The only modification I did is I did a folded neckband.
What do you think?
I love it.
Yeah.
I love the feel of it.
I think it looks so
It was
nice.
super easy to do. The pattern has you cast on and then get knitting right away.
Okay.
You come back later and pick up for your collar. And remember, we were like, why do you do that? I just like to stop at the top and go and be done with it. And it really is.
They know a thing or two.
Listen, Alexa and Emily, they know their stuff. We're just going to do whatever they say. That's the way it goes. But I do love it. I have a sweater right now that I want to correct because the neckband's too big. And if it was like this, where it was put on after, it's no big deal to just rip it out and decrease or have a smaller needle or do what you have to do. And I love I think it's really stable too when you've got a row of cast on stitches that
I
you're
agree.
picking up for a collar.
So it's twofold. It adds stability.
Yeah.
Because that neck is you're always pulling at it. So
Yeah.
a little extra stability is great in that area, but also modification. So just so you don't have to do sweater surgery and take
Right.
off the collar
It's
if it's not
not
right.
fun.
That way you can increase the depth or make any adjustments as you decrease the amount of stitches you originally had on.
Yes.
All those
Maybe
tips.
it's too tight. Maybe you want to pick up less stitch. Like,
Yeah.
who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows what you want to do? But you've got all these options open to you. This is called Hush. It came out in I think their collection was called Sunday Morning.
Mm-hmm.
All these amazing cable patterns. I want to knit every single one of them. But it's just, I didn't do you've got options for your sleeves. I just did the straight sleeve.
Which I really like.
It's funny. Yeah. Anyway, I love it. I love that. I don't think it's even all that large. I didn't want to tape. I love these sleeves that are a little bit like that. Like that. Just like that. And then it's straight down. Like
I love it.
you can do whatever you want, but I love it. I even blocked it on the boat.
Like full block.
Well, wet block and then laid it flat, but I am going to block it again so that I can make it straight. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't exactly blocking, but it did loosen up the stitches. It dried overnight. I was shocked.
Were you happy with the size that you chose?
I think so. I think I could have even picked one size smaller.
Yeah.
What do you think? Like, looking
I
at
like
it.
extra positive ease.
Me too. I'm afraid tight sweaters.
Right.
Personally. This is why I feel like, but could I have picked 2 inches smaller? Yes.
Yeah, sometimes I get into trouble by thinking I want so much positive ease,
Yeah.
and then I don't love it on my body after.
It's a
but-
different vibe, a different fit that looks a
Yes.
different way. This is actually a great everyday fit for me. I'm going to wear this so much. You're going to get sick of seeing me in a green sweater, but I love it. I think next time I will and this turned out exactly the size I picked.
Oh, good.
So it was not the pattern or anything. It was my choice of size. I just get a little nervous. I just don't want to complete a sweater and feel like it's too small.
and
Because I won't wear it.
Yes, there is that term, it'll block out, and there is X amount of room to block, but you don't want to, if you're thinking you want to block it even harder, sometimes you'll lose the shape of the sweater. You're pulling on those stitches.
Yeah.
You're losing definition. You don't want to pull too much.
Totally. And you just have to trust yourself. This is why if you're someone that doesn't knit a swatch, there's so much unknown when you're knitting something. You really have no clue what's going to happen in the end. If you've knit your swatch and washed it and let it, loosen up as if you've blocked it, you should be good to go. Pick your size and trust in it, right? I feel like you're going to be okay. And that's something I'm learning even for myself. Even though I wanted it a little bit smaller, I was too scared to knit a little bit smaller. So anyway, next time I'm going to do that. I'm going to choose the size down.
Yes.
And hopefully it's all good. But let me tell you, I would do this exactly the same start to finish. I love the yarn so much, Jodi. This was a gift for me for my birthday. Yes.
Pick your new color.
I freaking love
Birthday
it.
is right around the corner.
This is a color, you guys. I actually said to Jodi, I sent her a little thing from Pantone and said, if you guys are ever looking for a new green, I love this one. The next thing I know, this green is existing in Frankie Gray Fibres.
Well, I always think like it takes a village, because what I picture and then what Jord pictures, there is room for lots of other ideas and feedback and all
Sure.
that. So me not having this color didn't mean we don't love it.
Right.
We just didn't think of it.
Sure.
So we love the suggestions.
Well, thank you for doing that. And then I guess dyers too. At some point down the road, they're like, this one doesn't sell, that one doesn't sell.
Sure.
Bring in a new one, discontinue an old one, and that's amazing. But
I'd
thank
rather
you.
have too many and weed out ones that don't work than not enough, so people can't find what they're looking for.
And I've kind of been on this like kick of picking a new color that's not in my wardrobe every time. So I really love that. I love that it was sort of out of my, I don't even want to say comfort zone, because I picked it. I love the color, but I'd never knit anything. And looking at the skeins, I was like, wow, this is bright. But when I knit the swatch, I was like, oh my goodness, I love it.
It
I
looks
love
really
it.
good.
And I will knit this double folded collar over and over. I love the way that feels. I don't know.
I love it.
So I love it. I've got to take a picture in it. Don't you hate that? I have like 5 sweaters that I haven't
Go, you should.
taken a
Just do
picture.
it. Just plan.
I'll just do it quickly and put it on Ravelry.
Do it all
but-
the same day,
I know.
right? Just
Yeah.
like just do a little bit of a fashion show and
Oh,
get
yeah.
get it over because you love it.
I do love that. You know what I love? Taking pictures of myself in clothes. I do love that.
Let's see what else. Did you see the new cast of The Traitors?
No. You guys, this
My
is one of my
cup
favorite
runneth
shows.
over.
No. Does that mean it's all reality people?
Lots.
Okay.
So
Well,
there's
I
old
listen.
like Tracie.
Survivor people.
Yes.
Oh my God.
I think that's the way they're going now. Is it's a lot or most reality people.
When is it starting? That's all I would need to know.
Well, they just released it, so I'm guessing maybe it's a summer show. Maybe this one will be the summer
you guys,
season.
one of my all-time favorite shows.
Yeah.
Um.
Don't let me forget Cameo today before I leave.
Yes.
You know what he's going to check? What is today's National Day of?
Oh, I love those.
What day is it today? Yeah.
June 6th is National Day of what? Although I think there's more than one website for that, but
I think it's National Sleepover Day.
No. That's so fun.
And National Shrimp Day.
I was going to say I love the food ones. National Shrimp Day. I could do shrimp for dinner.
Oh, no, that was May 10th. What national days are
There must
today?
be an app for that.
It's
There's gotta
D-Day.
be. Oh, yeah.
D-Day. Yeah. That provokes a lot of memories and,
Yes.
everything.
Yes, Carson said that.
Yes,
Yeah.
D-Day. Yes, that is absolutely something to remember. National Eyewear Day. National Higher Education Day.
80th anniversary of D-Day today. Wow. That's pretty huge.
National Applesauce Day.
Oh.
National Drive-In Movie.
Who's making it? I feel like I can make up my own stuff.
It's today, June 6th.
It's National Wear Your Pajamas and Don't Work Day. There. I said it.
National Gardening Exercise Day.
Oh.
National Yo-Yo Day.
Oh my gosh. You guys, I used to have a yo-yo. Pink. Wooden. Was not very good at it, but I loved it. Like, how old am I? I'm 100. I used to have a tin train, and I used to play with a can and rocks.
Oh, do you guys want to hear?
But I did like yo-yos and Rubik's Cubes. Yes, I'm an
Yes.
80s girl.
Tin Can. Do you guys want to hear the story quickly of how Tin Can Knits got their name? They've been fast friends since they met when they were in the yarn store. They've been best friends ever since. They were both working there, but they thought of themselves as, the tin can, the tin can telephone girls.
I think shortly after they decided to have their business, Emily moved away.
Yeah,
So they had to work remotely, not sort of close. And then that's how they imagined themselves, that they were those little kids with the tin can
just love
telephone.
it.
Isn't that
Yeah.
awesome? So, and of course, after our little panel, I came up with a million more questions.
Of course.
But
could
it
have
was
been there for
so
hours.
nice to
Yeah.
do that, to be able to just sit and hang out. Oh, in Turkey, they celebrate Dietitians Day today. That's kind of, I've never heard of that one.
No. Okay.
That's exciting.
What's next?
I don't know. What's next? I have 2 FOs, but this is just the one.
The only FO I have is this, but you guys have seen it not too long ago. This is a slightly modified Sophie scarf. It is, it's not quite as wide. I didn't increase, because you knit tip to tip. I didn't increase to as many stitches as they did, because I wanted to keep it, it's definitely not a wide, but I kept it a little bit more narrow.
I like that.
And I did it a little bit shorter, because I didn't want it to be.
And what color, what yarn
Barbie
did you
Girl.
use? Barbie Girl,
Barbie
Frankie
Girl.
Gray. That's an unbelievable color.
It's glowing because it's that good. It's like the
so
best neon
bright.
pink.
And it actually is such a good buddy to this green. I almost put pink on the inside of my, and I have a skein. This was 3 skeins of yarn, not even all 3 for me, which is crazy. I can't believe that when I knit, like an extra large sweater with, I think this is a large in the Tin Can Knits thing. But it goes so far when you have a looser gauge and big needles. So I have for sure a whole skein of yarn left. So I'm going to have some socks coming for sure.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah. With some
so
pink.
nice.
And yeah.
So I have some patterns to show and other things to show, but this is unfortunately all my knitting this time, you guys.
Okay. No problemo. Oh yeah, here's some of my leftovers. People like to see yarn sometimes, right?
No, people don't like.
There we go. And I had a whole other skein of mohair. Why does mohair not go the same rate as regular yarn?
Because the mohair doesn't stretch, but the merino does.
Yeah.
I once made the mistake, and I've told this story before,
you guys, I can't even.
I thought, I know, I am going to, when I wind I'm going to wind them together. For yarn management, I was holding fingering and mohair together.
Yes.
And then I thought, for yarn management, I'm going to wind it together into one ball.
Ugh, I did that once.
But then as you knit it, it gets to be excess because it doesn't stretch.
Listen,
don't ever do it.
You only do, and there are people that do it all the time.
No,
and I don't get it. Maybe I did
couldn't.
it wrong, but it did not work for me. And I don't mind having them just both in the same bag working like that.
I do have an FO I do want to share, but I did not knit it.
Oh,
I can't even tell you how much I love this.
Jodi, this is amazing. Where do you find this stuff?
I don't know, Etsy. So this is a beautiful maker. Excuse me.
Oh, you can't read it, so now it's mine.
It's so small.
Anne De Silva. Just a sec. De Silva. Oh, Anne De Silva.
So she's got
XO.
She's got a
On
beautiful,
Etsy.
a beautiful.
Oh, and Instagram and TikTok. Ah! Maybe I've seen this. I just didn't know.
She is a maker, but look what you could buy. And
Wow.
look, there's wire.
She must use that pattern that's out there that everybody
She must.
knits.
But you guys, this is a purse. A purse, a bonnet, overalls, and a t-shirt. And you can just take them all off and dress her.
That is the cutest.
You hold that.
That is so cute.
You're not going to believe the cuteness of this. She makes them herself
Look
and
at the
sells
overalls.
them.
Little I-cord back.
Wait till you see this one. And you can.
Oh my goodness! I should make one of these.
There was a pink frog. There's other color amphibians.
Oh. Oh my gosh. That's
Look,
so cute.
look at the toadstool purse, you guys. Toadstool cap hat.
I love mushrooms.
Look, little bloomer overalls.
That's so cute.
Look at, she has embroidered mushrooms on the overalls.
Oh my gosh. This is someone that loves tiny work, right? That loves the tiny.
Like, are you serious? I just about fell over. Just because you see the photographs, you think how cute it's going to be. And then you open it and you think, oh my gosh, I can't even believe
That is adorable.
Look at this dress. All I want to do is keep buying clothes for them. This is a little dress.
Oh, that's so
And it comes with a little
cute.
purse.
That is so cute.
Can you even? And these little things, like when I have
Wow.
grandchildren, listen, if I don't have grandchildren, I'm going to be playing with them.
Right.
But
This would be just such a cute little decoration if you're lucky enough to have a little craft space. Like just tuck it in your
that's where they'll
bookshelf.
sit, like those other girls
Tuck
that
it
I
in
had.
your book. Yes, I remember that.
And so this is ridiculously cute.
So I looked at this pattern. I'm going to have to do it again because I just thought to myself, oh, I wasn't in the mood to make a little small, like a, kind of a fussier,
Yes.
right? Like you have to be in the mood for it. But look at this. Of course I'm in the mood to have something amazing like this.
You guys, look at how much time and effort went into this.
And that, like the creativity of that beautiful lace swatch kind of, and she's adapted it to be this gorgeous dress. That's just so smart and
I couldn't
beautiful.
believe it. And it comes with stickers.
I wonder if there's a bunch of patterns that go with this.
I don't know.
Like, is this a pattern that she used? Maybe. Who knows? Gorgeous. Jodi, this is so fun.
Don't you love it?
Yes, I love it.
Yeah.
And I love those little tiny mini buttons.
Let's
You
go
know, they
show-
don't do anything, but they're there and they looks like they're holding up the pants.
Just incredible.
Wow. So beautiful.
This was waiting for me when I got home. Did you have any good surprises when you got home?
Beautiful. Yes, I did.
Okay.
I did. It was amazing. Not a lot, but yes, I had ordered some things, and it's always fun to come home from a holiday and see like a little gathering of bags waiting for you.
Oh, you guys, I can't even tell you. This one with their clothes, the little baggy like bloomer.
And
like,
it's the perfect, like people are like, what do I do with my scraps?
This.
Create magic like this. You hardly
Love it.
need any yarn for this stuff.
Love it. Okay, what's next?
Love it. You want to see what I cast on?
I do.
So when we went on our cruise, I had already swatched, and I had a little package all put together, like with my needle and pattern, because I thought, oh, this is going to be done before we get on the boat. I have a whole day in Seattle, so I'll finish my 2 sleeves. So I don't know if anybody remembers this swatch, but it is Mondim yarn, and it's black and sort of a heathered steely blue. And it looks gray.
So beautiful. I instantly gray, but
Sorta
I can
looks
see that you
gray.
say that. Yeah, yeah.
It looks like a steely blue gray. I cast on Elton, which is the pullover version, Hohi's pullover pattern. She striped fingering weight yarn and single strands of mohair striped. So it's absolutely gorgeous and delicate, and
I love
it
that
looks
you're doing-
amazing on everybody. But I decided to use, because we live in a kind of a cold place, I just thought, you know what? I want a wool one. I just want regular wool yarn.
Well, and the nice thing about the Elton, you guys, it's a drop shoulder construction, which means you get that beautiful boxy, beautiful drape
Totally.
shape that is so nice to wear.
So these are my colors. Oop, there's a little. This is definitely a blue gray, and it's heathered with black. So that's what made me think, oh, that would be really nice with black. They kind of go together. I think it's a little more blue in person, and it is that kind of slatey, bluey gray. But
It's so good.
I almost did a really bright contrast, but then I thought, you know what? I'm going to do one like this, but I actually can see myself doing another version altogether. So I love a drop shoulder because it's so fun to knit, right? You do a little piece here, and then you do put that on hold, and then you do the little piece over here, and then you join them, cast on a bunch of stitches, join the other piece, and then you start working short rows to build this thick area right here to bring up the back of your neck.
So you're gonna have a nice black panel on your.
And my edge, I think I have enough yarn where my cuffs and like my ribbing will be the black. So again, I love wearing black, so I feel like
This is going to be spectacular.
I think this is gonna be really good. And then you just start building your stripes. until you reach a certain depth, and then you stop and you start all over again for the front. A little piece here, a little piece here, join them together, a few little, and then once you get the front piece this long, same depth, you start knitting in the round. And what this is the depth for your armhole, not here. Because I was looking at it going, did I pick the right size?
Oh, because
Right?
it's drop shoulder.
Yeah. So I was looking at it going, oh my gosh, I think I totally screwed up already.
And
But it's going to be like down to here.
And the design element for this, and of course you can modify that, is this sleeve is a little snug.
Yeah. That's the way a drop shoulder works. And you've got all this boxy fabric, but then a fitted sleeve is
It looks
the
really
complement to
nice.
that. It's what makes it, I think,
Yeah.
look so nice. You can choose how fitted. It doesn't have
Yeah.
to like
Yeah.
be super fitted.
Yeah.
But and same thing here. Like if you feel like, geez, I need a little bit more room in this area than my pattern has, make sure you know your measurement here, because you can make this a little bit longer and that translates to a larger hole for your sleeve to pick up more stitches.
I can't think of a situation
very modifiable.
where a modification wouldn't be doable. Now, sometimes they're a little trickier than others, but this could be just adding another stripe or two just to give you that little
Even
bit more
just one,
ease.
like that
Yeah.
much would be like another 4 stitches
Yeah.
to pick up.
Yeah.
Actually 8 because you're doing both
Yeah.
front and back. So that would make a huge difference.
Yeah.
So Hohi's got it all worked out. You don't have to do it yourself. But
Did we tell Mom we were podcasting today?
she knew. We talked to her.
Okay,
I talked to her earlier in the week. Yeah. Anyway, I am loving knitting this. I love this Mondim yarn.
I have to say,
This is the yarn.
while I was away
Yeah.
and saw the sweaters,
Yeah.
I said there could be a day where I saw myself knitting a fingering
I just
sweater.
I heard it. I didn't believe it, but I honestly, it's a very nice weight sweater to wear, and we can wear it so many months of the year. It doesn't have to be cold to wear, even though this is wool, to wear this.
There was 2 beautiful women from Hawaii.
Oh,
It sticks out in my mind because they're not going to be knitting heavier sweaters.
Yeah.
Because of their climate.
yeah.
But in particular, remember I said remind me of the sweater when I ask you which one she knit.
Am I supposed to remember a sweater?
Yes. The charcoal one she wore. That was the first time I said to myself, it was a V-neck.
The daily pullover. So good. And I've wanted to knit that for a long
It
time.
was so stunning, and the weight was just so
It's fingering
beautiful.
weight.
That was the first
Yeah.
time I said I could see myself knitting that because of the fabric.
That's by Paula Pereira, I believe. And it was designed, I don't know if it's for Pearl Soho, but it's in their linen quill yarn, which one day I'm going to order some of that. It's like a wool linen alpaca, I think is the blend. Everybody seems to love it.
Darlene is here feeling cheeky. She said, you knit a fingering or somebody or a friend knit a fingering sweater for you?
It's an excellent question, Darlene.
I don't know the answer. I'm going to bring up the daily sweater. But
Daily
Tracie,
pullover.
So the daily pullover, at what point are you at now on this one?
Now I have to start my front. I'm done this back. So,
Are you going to pick up stitches now?
no, now I'm going to cast on again up here.
What
This
do you
is
mean cast
this is
on?
the back.
Oh, you
and
don't you don't pick up the stitches and knit down?
Just a second.
Like pick them up here and then knit down?
Just a second.
The daily pullover.
Hold the phone. Yes, I do. I pick up and knit stitches along the cast on edge. Right. Perfect. That's perfect. Build as you go. Oh, because it's funny, because it said put all your stitches on hold, which is fine.
You said Paula Piera.
Paula Pereira, right?
Pereira.
Yeah.
It's only 24 stitches.
I know.
It's
Here's the thing I keep trying to tell you. Yes, it's fingering weight yarn, but you don't have, that it can be on a bigger needle, right?
Yeah.
We like a looser gauge.
yeah. Yes.
So it can be on a 4mm needle if you're willing to do that. It doesn't have to be tight, like tiny.
That's what she said.
Let's not our preference, right? It's not our preference.
Look at this.
Yeah.
It was
it.
just, just a minute.
Yes, I wanted to knit that one. But I'll be honest, Jodi, even for me, I have to psych myself up to knit a fingering weight sweater.
But then you see the garment, you
But
guys.
I feel like it's worth it.
The beautifully knit V-neck.
This is on, I'm using a 3.75 millimeter needle here.
This is a 3.25 here. So yeah, it doesn't have to be a miniature needle.
No.
But boy, you guys,
I love the fabric.
was like beautiful.
I love it. I love it. I think it's turning out great. I love, this looks great. I've seen it on so many people. I feel like this is a really great everyday, especially the way I'm doing it with the mohair. You can really elevate it, make it fancy. Like use sparkle yarn, or it could be a dressy sweater if you wanted it to be, right, with your yarn choice. But I've always loved these Eltons. And I mean, you could do this in one color. You don't have to stripe it.
Yes.
Right? And then maybe, I guess it's maybe like a boxy, or go to the boxy pattern if you would just like something like that. And it's living in my new beehive project bag.
Could you use ends of sock yarn? Yeah, you can.
Why not? Why not?
Stripe a different color. Listen,
Yeah.
it's your knits. You're the damn boss. I said it.
That's a t-shirt.
You're the damn boss.
Anyway, I'm loving knitting it. Ooh, I should put my pattern in there. It's great. I love knitting stripes. Although the black, not fun.
Really?
No, it's not fun. It's not fun. But that's why we have those little light things, right? Like, I actually need it for this in the evening.
Well, if you want to look like a loser, just kidding. Thank God, with the lights around our neck, because half the time, listen, I have a great big.
It's a great look.
No, I have a giant like spotlight on me. Otherwise, I couldn't see my cream yarn.
Yeah,
Just kidding. It has a place.
Listen, I'm not kidding you. Those things are worth what you pay for them, because they make, I mean, my eyes. Let's protect the eyes. Jodi, this is so adorable. Are you going to share this with us?
When we were in the yarn store, where were we? The one that we were upstairs, Unchanged Tides.
Changing Tides. Yeah.
Changing Tides.
So that's Sitka.
This was in a little shop right outside, the Tide yarn store and craft store was upstairs. This was on the main floor. Beautiful, like artisans, gallery, pottery, painting.
Yeah, like local artists.
He was in there.
Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Now, is he like a
Emotional support chicken? Yes. What does it say?
Sidgy Kid brand?
There was cats. There was different types of
I can't
animals.
believe you didn't get the cat. The cat was so cute too.
The cat was adorable. For some reason, I saw him in the window and knew he needed to come home with me.
The color's adorable.
Look.
This whole like this crimpy.
Look, this is my mood today. This might be it tomorrow.
He's really cute.
So this chicken was bought early on the trip. I think
He actually
it was,
looks so cranky.
doesn't he?
A little bit.
And then his mouth is like,
It's like,
He sat on our chair. We could see him the whole time in our cruise.
in your room?
Yeah.
That's adorable.
This is what I do with my grown-up money. Buy stuffed animals and knit.
And somebody makes you toys.
Yeah.
I love it.
He could sit right here. No, he's not going to.
Welcome. He's extra adorable.
What does this remind you of?
What are those things called on a chicken? I don't know what that's called.
Okay, you guys, hang on. Do chickens have this? Is this a turkey?
Is it a rooster? I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. It looks like a
neck balls.
It looks like a fictional bird. It doesn't look to me like anything I've ever seen.
Aren't these supposed to be here?
And then there's just a whole bunch of them on his head.
Oh, that's the
Comb.
Comb? No, it's what?
Bye.
No, this is the comb, right?
Waddle. Linda says waddle.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Waddle. This is the waddle. Okay.
No.
Well, it's a thing. No, you say waddle.
Waddle.
I say ball sack. Just kidding. Okay, anyway, we're putting the chicken
Do
down.
you ever drive behind someone that's got those?
Yes, and it makes me laugh every single time.
I just literally want to stop the car and go, okay, I need to know who's driving this.
I actually gifted those to my nephew one year because it was I won it in a gift exchange at Christmas. Like
A regift?
like the testicles that you can hang at the back of your car.
Yeah. Oh, now they're testicles?
Ball sack. They were metal. And so his birthday's in March, so I knew exactly who I was going to give it to. No, and when I say won it, ended up with.
Right.
Is better.
It's like, oh my God, she got stuck with the...
And no one stole my sack.
Shocking!
The whole time.
You know what, though? I feel like there's a big part of you that was not so upset.
So then Jackson got it, and horrified to learn he never installed them.
I know. He must have misplaced them somewhere.
Anyway.
That is so funny.
Okay.
Okay,
We have something exciting to talk about.
we do. We do. We do. There are, I mean, we've loved going to retreats for a long time. And I feel like the more we go, the more we gather, the more people we meet. It's just really one of our most favorite things to do, right?
I'd weigh if I could choose an experience over purchasing something,
Yeah.
except when it comes to yarn. But
Except for weird chickens, those will always be purchased. But
I realized as you age, time gets quicker and quicker.
it goes so fast.
And it's not an infinite, right? We don't have an infinite amount of time. So for me, it's experience with people far trumps anything else.
I totally agree. And we're always thinking, well, one day we'll do this, or one day I'd love to go there.
Yeah.
And so we're just saying yes, right? We really want these
Yeah.
experiences to happen. So we've been so fortunate, a dream come true. We've been asked to attend as invited guests the Mayak knitting retreat in Murano, Italy. Paola, we've met over the years, and she is just the most lovely person. She does retreats in Italy. She is Italian. Their company is based in Italy. It is like going to It is. You're going to Italy
home.
with a
Yeah.
local. She's home. So next April 23rd, there is an amazing retreat set up for us and a bunch of knitters just like you. This is for sale right now. You guys can go check it out if you like. We're going to be in Murano. The itinerary sounds incredible. It's all about experiencing the local foods and the things that are, that Venice is famous for, right? The glass factory. And you're going to have a chance to, if you want to take a Murano lace class, you can do that. We're working on 2 brand new workshops and patterns that we're so excited about. Those are going to be part of the retreat.
We're actually on the island of Murano, which is just off Venice.
Yeah.
So we will be spending time there with experiences and food. We will be going into Venice for experiences and food.
Yeah.
You don't have to be a knitter necessarily
No.
to enjoy a trip like this.
And you could bring a partner.
Yes.
Right? So,
Yeah. So people sometimes think, do I have to be a knitter to take these
Yeah.
experiences? You absolutely do not.
It seemed like the partners that we met had just as great of a time. So, I mean, you
I
can make
think
it
so.
vacation / and there's lots of people that do that.
Yeah.
Paula's had many of these retreats. People love going to these. So we are beyond thrilled to be part of this time as a guest, and really, really excited to be over in Europe for something like this time. And maybe we'll meet knitters that are in Europe. It's so much more accessible for people that are already over there. It would be really exciting.
Now that just thought popped into my head, after the week when we were away, one of our favorite times is just sitting with not just the knitters, of course, that's amazing, but their partners, and you get into conversations that have nothing to do with knitting. You find out what these people do, in their real life, and then you have all these things in common. We walk away from those meals and sit downs together Amazed at how much fun we've had. Fred and Chris,
I know.
right? Like just sitting and having meals and conversations with people and their knitters and their partners.
Yeah, we love it. We
Yeah.
love meeting people. So, beyond excited to go to Italy next spring and to meet you and to hang out with Paula. And thank you so much to Paula for bringing us along. We are really, really excited, and we know it's going to be one of those. It's going to be one of those one day. One day we'll do this, one day we'll do that. So we would love to see you there. And it's up now.
Chris
it
is
just
here.
got released. Hi.
It just got released, and there's not a lot of spots.
Yes, the availability is
She keeps them very small,
very
groups.
intimate. So that's going to be really wonderful too. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just going to say they're all great, but I just love all different types of these get-togethers. But this one is more intimate. So it's very great. I'm so
And that can
excited.
be found at Mayak's website.
Yes.
Stars put the link here,
Oh,
but if
thank
you
you, Star.
Google MYAK, you'll find her website.
Yeah.
So that's exciting.
Very exciting.
Okay, Chris is here. Hey, Chris. Chris and her husband Fred, who is a hoot. We loved Fred. We loved Chris. We loved every
We
single
loved
person.
everybody. Yeah. Everybody. I really did take home, I feel like, a little piece of everybody, a little bit of your story, a little bit of your, what you were bringing. And let me tell you, knitters caused a stir on this boat. There was, we were only about, we were 130 people, but so many people were like, oh, are you with the knitters? There's so many beautiful sweaters. Did you make your sweater? And yes, and yes. And people were just going, oh, I just love it. I love your sweaters. And I used to knit, or my mom used to knit. And people can't help but smile. Really? Well, that's the experience we had anyway.
Yvonne is here. Yvonne joined us on the cruise. She is amazing. And her beautiful son, Michael.
Yes.
Which I think he was totally bored, but no.
I don't think so.
No.
He's a knitter too. He seemed to be having a really good time. But yeah, it was a special trip for a lot of people in a lot of ways. Mothers and sons were there, and
So
it was awesome.
If you feel like that is in your future, we love to spend time with you, and we're going to be really excited to go to Venice next April.
Yeah. It's very much about like immersing yourself in that culture, right? So as a group, we get to wander around Venice.
We eat at a Michelin star restaurant. Like
it's very different from
Hohe has told us, and Hohe's done more than one retreat with her, that Paula loves really amazing food and experiences, not necessarily correlating to knitting.
Right. I love that.
So that's why we say you don't have to be a knitter necessarily to really enjoy one of these experiences.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. I agree. Yeah. So, we for sure pinch ourselves that this is sort of evolved into work that takes us to amazing places, but we love to meet you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay. So good.
I've never been to Venice. It is on my list. We were going to go one year, and they were saying tourists don't come, we're flooded. But that's not. It
What
was
are the
a really
odds?
weird. Yeah, no. This is going to be
What?
fantastic.
There's water in Venice?
Yeah. You have to swim from building to building. Didn't you know that?
You have something new that you want to show all of us. This.
Oh, I had a pattern put out.
What else?
People have seen these before. These are the little socks that I was working on. Actually, you guys, this has been like a year in the making.
Yeah.
And
I wasn't going to say anything, but I'm saying something.
right. Jodi kept saying, when are you going to put out the pattern?
I
When are you going to
shouldn't
put out
say
the
that
pattern?
color work hat of mine is still not published.
But here's the thing. It happens when it's meant to happen.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, this was a gift to our cruisers. This was the pattern that went with our sock talk class. So much of what was in this pattern went with our class. So I love that it got done for that. These are now named the Happy Place socks. And to me, lots of times naming is really hard. And I just kept thinking, I'm just going to call these happy. They make me so happy. DK yarn, bright colored stripes, cutting in a heel, like this little mid-length leg. These are all the things that make me so happy with a pair of socks. And I did put it out into the Instagram world. I was saying, does anybody, what would you call this? And Jamie said, happy place. And I said, oh, that's it. That is it. That is perfect for me. That's exactly what I feel like.
You chose Jamie over your own
I
sister.
chose Jamie over Jodi. I'm so sorry. But
That's our brother's name.
It is. That's why I'll never forget who did it.
Oh,
so, yeah. Thank you to Jamie again. But last spring, do you remember when I knit this sweater with all your yarn? And this was just like using color. This is the Cozy Classic Raglan by Jessie Made. And all the yarn here is Frankie Gray Fibres. And I loved that. This was just the most fun, fastest sweater to knit. Little t-shirt action. Loved it. I don't know what I just did there. And with my leftovers, I made these. Do you think I can find these? No.
No.
I have no idea where these are.
They'll turn up.
I will make these
They might
again.
be in a bag. Could they be in a bag down here? Like a to-do?
I don't know.
I don't know.
But this was the inspiration. And then it became a pattern. I just loved knitting these so much. So Happy Place is out. They are they're on Ravelry. They're on discount until the end of Sunday if you'd like a pattern. And our cruisers, your coupon code works for your digital copy now if you'd like. But these are for you.
No.
Yeah. These were knit for you. And then I thought maybe you'd like to put them in your booth, maybe at Knit City.
Yes,
but
and
those
do
were for
kits.
you. Yeah, those are for you.
I feel, you know, when someone gives you
I knit them for you. Yeah.
You just know what a treasure it is, and like every stitch and what went into every stitch, and the thoughtfulness of the colors that you chose.
Yeah, I think they're really, really, really cute. As you know, anything with stripes, I just keep knitting them going, well, my next pair will be this, and my next pair.
Oh my God, I love
So
them.
you can do as many or few colors as you want.
People were asking while we were on the cruise, I have put kits for Frankie Gray.
Oh, good.
On the
Wow.
website. People will have asked.
Okay.
Because,
God, awesome.
like all of you, I get super inspired by your color choices.
Oh, you know, you guys make it too easy. There's so many, and it's so easy. This is funny, though. This is, the main color in this is Sky High, which is the palest.
You guys, I don't know if you can tell.
Seafoamy bluey green, kind of. But it really comes off almost, you know, when you put it with different things, it looks different ways.
Here's it.
But it's definitely blue.
It's so pale, you guys. That's why it's such a good, I think, neutral.
I think so too. You can put it with anything.
Yeah. Oh, what a treasure.
Yeah. So there you go.
Hopefully
they fit.
Always.
Good.
You guys.
I love that length sock too. Not super
Spectacular.
short, but like a little
amazing.
mini leg.
It's amazing.
Okay, that is officially the end of my knitting, but you guys, I have so many fun.
You guys.
Do you have yarn for that? I have the yarn for that.
You have the yarn for that, so
You
we'll
want
show it. Because this was going to be a giveaway,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
So I made sure we brought the pattern. You guys, while we were in... Where was the last place we were with the yarn store? Where you guys...
Ketchikan.
Ketchikan.
But we didn't go to the yarn shop. I didn't go to the yarn shop.
I went to the yarn shop.
I went on a trolley tour with Georgia.
Let's back it up a bit. We're gonna back it
Seattle?
up. Seattle.
Yeah.
Let's start there.
This is the yarn, what we brought home portion of the video.
Get ready. We're going to be showing you patterns. We're going to be showing you yarn. We got super inspired, you guys. Not only by the yarn shops we visited, but the women and the knits that they were making.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I came away with as knitting. I just saw all these incredible, not only patterns, but like people's colors combinations and what they did to modify and how it looks on their silhouette. And I just got like, there's not enough hours in the day now with how inspiring.
It's kind of like going to like a fiber event where you see people walking by in all the knits and it's inspiring. But when you're at a retreat, you get to sit and talk about it. And, you know, they get to tell you why they chose it and what's the yarn and all the good stuff that you don't really get when you're... So I love it, you guys. I love hanging out with the fiber world.
Me too.
Yeah.
Okay. First stop was Lamb and Kid.
It was.
Now,
Rainy day on Bainbridge.
we're lucky enough to be able to see this in person because Lamb and Kid just released their spin cycle, their own colorway. It's called Pinky Swear.
I saw it online and thought, oh my gosh, it's amazing.
Do you want to see it?
It's so good. It's so good. The blend.
It's all the pinks. It's a little bit of gray, and it's a lot of awesome. There's red. Red.
There's like mauves and a smoky gray and like cool leaning mauvey magenta pink is in there. It's gorgeous. They had giant piles, like a beautiful basket of the Dream State, a beautiful basket of the dyed in the wool.
No one does marketing and displays like Sarah. Well, not Noah, but Sarah knows what she's doing.
Style, and it's just so stunning.
Like you guys, she had this carved out wood, and it was like overflowing with yarn, and it was baskets on the side, and they had all these samples. It was like a launch. Of course, it was. It was beautiful.
What I really loved is they had a counter with like folded, mostly yoked sweaters, and they were folded on the counter, and then laying right there were the main color and the whatever this yoke was knit in. Georgia wants me to knit her like a yoke sweater that's got rose motif. And it's like spin cycle.
So it's Sarah's fault. Now you got to knit for Georgia.
So beautiful. I'm so thrilled that she picked something. Yeah. Of course I'll knit her a sweater. Like I've offered so many times, and she's totally knit worthy.
Totally.
She loves that kind of stuff. So I'm very excited. But yeah, the displays were super inspiring. The shop is gigantic.
Yes.
Like yarn stores can be tiny and have tons of stuff in them. And this had lots of places to gather, right? A nice corner with sofas and chairs, a big table, and a drink bar and snacks. But that was just for the day. But still, it was amazing.
Pinky Swear, this is what the majority of it looked like. But there are those special skeins that you get because it's dyed in the wool and then spun after. No two skeins are alike.
Yes.
No two skeins are alike. This jumped out at me. This was, this is the dyed in the wool. This is their fingering / sporty kind of weight yarn. Sport?
It's, listed as sport weight.
But look
you can make it work either
Look at
way.
the reds and the blushes and the mauve. Just the way this.
It's just a completely different.
This is the same colorway.
It looks like two different colorways, but it's not. And that's just the beauty of the art of the yarn.
So this will be held with, this is called Tiny Dancer. And this is her, it's a light fingering, it's alpaca. Is this birdie? Yeah, it's birdie. It's original birdie. Lace weight with this.
Surrey alpaca.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I wanted to make sure I picked a really light color that I was holding it with, because whatever you're holding with will change it. So I wanted to make sure the change was going to be minimal, so this would really shine.
It'll be really cool to see what that knits up like.
Yeah. It will be a hat.
You can absolutely hold. I thought, mohair is going to muddy the cool colors that you're loving so much in here. But there's so many samples that they had in the shop where, it's mohair and spin cycle for something, and you totally see color changes. So I didn't know that. I thought it would be different. She's fine, dear.
No, she's good.
She likes us better.
So this is spectacular. I want to cast this on right away. And this, I don't know what it's going to be.
It's so much moodier, and you've got the really dark gray in there.
I don't know what it's going to be, but I just thought because I was there, I saw everything in person.
I feel like it would be such a good color work yoke. I love that idea.
So this was my purchase.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Pink.
And this would look so good with Sky High. Like it's nothing like anything in there, but also not going to be too contrasty competing with it.
I also love when I'm picking out skeins. I love when it's chunky. The chunks of color, that's when you're going to get the real shifts of color. There are those skeins that just look kind of marled through, and you're not going to get barely any shifts of color, which that could be your preference, but I like the chunks.
Yeah.
Like where you see the shifts of color.
Yes. Which is why it can take a while to pick out a skein of spin cycle.
Oh, Jordan, I thought she was going to kill me by how long I stood there.
I had some in my hand of this color, and ultimately I just thought to myself, this is what I do. When I went to Flock, I bought 2 skeins of everybody's custom color, and I still haven't knit it yet. So I'm going to knit more of what I have, but I love it. I love that all these shops are now getting working with Spin Cycle for a custom color. It drives traffic to support local yarn shops, which is the best.
What would we do without our local yarn shop?
We would be lost.
We would be lost.
We lived in a city with only one for a long time, and now we're so lucky. And speaking of that, Joe's Yarn Garden in Stony Plain, one of our local yarn shops, they're turning 30 this summer. So it was one previous owner, and now it's Joe, and she's been there for 9 years, but they're celebrating 30 years of business in July, and they're having a big party. So follow Joe's Yarn Garden, and you're going to be on holidays, but I might go out. Yeah, I'm going to see if she wants to go.
Oh, you guys, how fun would that be?
She's
an amazing woman. Oh my gosh. The things that she has out there, it's a real destination for us.
It's totally worth it.
It's only 30 minutes or so.
Yeah.
But it's fun. The drive is quick. You get to outside of the city.
And she does a beautiful job. Her shop is amazing. And I'm always telling people, go. Like, make that little bit extra time and go. You could have a cute lunch somewhere along the way and just make it like an afternoon. I agree. Really, really
I got a
fun.
new phone case.
Did ya? Black glitter? Ooh, love it. I love it, all the glitter.
Speaking of black glitter.
Ooh, oh, I love that one. Is that one color?
Yeah.
I love it.
I put it on my toes.
Georgia and I are going today.
I probably wouldn't have chosen this now for my nails. I wanted dark.
Did you see the navy blue one that I got that one time?
Amazing.
That's a good one too.
Yeah. I like it, don't love it. I do love it for my toes.
I like it. I mean, you have to love it.
Clearly, like, I'm just like, the more sparkle, the better.
No, I love it.
But it was nice. Maddie and I went together. Good for Halloween.
So
thank you. Yes.
Before the trip, Georgia and I went. We got mani-pedis. That was one of our things. Sorry, I can't podcast. I'm getting a pedicure. No, that wasn't that. But so I'm getting mine. She gets hers, and then we sort of meet up at the till. She comes out with tips. I was like, I know, but I was like,
now was she talked into it,
no.
or did she go in thinking?
I think she was just asked if you would like that. Like, she's got shorter nails, and they just said, "Would you like to add tips?" And she was like, "Yeah, almond shaped." And I was like, "What the heck is going on?"
Oh my God,
here?
Georgia likes nails, and then she comes out with nails like this,
right?
Smoking.
At first, I was like, "Oh, what? Like, what's going on?" She surprised me. She loved them.
I love it.
But now she's trying to do like beading and stuff. She goes, "Mom, these are I can't. I've got to fix this." So, at some point this weekend, we're going to be going back.
That's so funny.
It was hilarious. It was so fun. We had a really good trip.
Did we say we're the grocery girls?
Oh, hi, I'm Tracie.
We got to think of starting that.
I know.
Anyway, okay. I'm Jodi.
She's
Tracie. We're knitting sisters. We're making sisters.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, okay, let's go. Forget it. Too late.
Get it. We got to start all over. We're closing it off. Start over. Okay, so yes, Lamb and Kid. Okay, listen, you guys. Imagine Lamb and Kid, giant yarn store. So many amazing women offering to help. Their service is out of this world amazing. I did not have a project in mind.
Yes.
I feel like if I had to do a tip, give you a tip, if you know you're going to be out there looking in yarn shops, have a little list for yourself. Not that you have to get, but just like things you've always been wanting to make. And maybe you'll come across something that's perfect for that. I was too worried about other things. I didn't even think about knitting. And so everything in there, I just wanted to make. And I basically shut down and I was like, oh, I'm leaving.
I find that exact problem. I'll most oftentimes either come out with randos. These are good random skeins.
Stuff you don't know you're going to use.
Or nothing at all, if I'm honest.
Yeah. So I really didn't choose my yarn until the very end, but this yarn was on my mind since August of last year.
Good.
So Diamond Lane is one of their in-house brands. That's the other thing that's really cool. That local yarn shop is mostly just their hand-dyed yarn. This is a yarn they have produced for them. This is called Elmer Tweed, and this is the fingering weight. They do make this in worsted.
I didn't see you check out. I don't think I saw you.
Maybe not, because it was like, okay, I'm just going to get this because I love it, because I love it.
So good.
So this is a 70% merino, 30% cashmere tweed yarn.
Yeah, it is.
It's so good. It comes in 50-gram skeins and 200 yards each. So these together make basically one skein of typically fingering weight yarn.
There's like a real dark teal a tomato red, and like maybe a black brown, like espresso maybe tweed.
Yeah. So it comes in more than one, this color and more of a brownie tweed, I believe.
Okay,
Or
this is really
I
good.
love this one
This,
with the colorful pop in it.
This in a sweater, a deep woods, deep V. Oh my God.
I would love that. If I was thinking, I should have got enough just to make a sweater.
Yeah, you should have.
But then, of course, you're thinking, I have 10 pieces of luggage at this point. Our luggage was so full. I was just
Full,
not
but like
thinking.
half is now empty because
More
we
than
give-
half. Oh my gosh.
What were you thinking?
Not well. But you guys, it also comes not tweed. So you can get a bunch of these hand-dyed colors. And I feel like these are made to be some kind of color work something.
You need to turn around and buy 3 more skeins of this. What are you thinking?
I know. You're probably right. But how fabulous is that? A little bit of
Does it really
love
need
a
me
tweed.
to tell you this?
I knew that. I just didn't. Do you know what I mean? It's so incredibly soft.
Especially because it's got that red.
Merino cashmere tweed. It's ply, like it looks like 2-ply or something. I'm not sure.
Quite
It's
frankly,
so
I'm disappointed
beautiful.
in you. If I'm honest,
I get an F in yarn shopping at Lamb & Kid.
I think
although I'm thrilled with what I brought home because I love it so much.
we split up. That's the problem. We split up. I would have told you, what are you thinking?
You would have been
get
like,
all the skeins.
Get 10 of these. Okay. And then Georgia, who, like I said, the girls loved all aspects of this trip. Did Jordan like the yarn shop? Or didn't hate it?
Didn't hate it.
Didn't hate it. Georgia was like, oh, Mom, look at this.
Oh.
This also 70 merino, 20 cashmere, 10% nylon in the color Trippy, which is pretty famous, one of their colors.
So pretty.
Worsted weight. Yeah, worsted? No, DK. Georgia would like socks.
Yeah, she
But maybe
would.
she'll get a hat. Who knows?
No,
We'll
crank
figure
it
it out
too.
later.
Give it to me. I'll crank it.
We'll figure it out later. But yeah, she picked her own yarn. So we both picked cashmere. That would be another cute color in this little, whatever this is. Sorry, Georgia, I'm going to take your yarn.
I'll crank a tube.
I don't know if she wants a hat or socks.
Ask her, and then I can crank a tube for you if
Okay.
you like. I mean, we both can, but
I can.
mine's set up like that.
Yeah. But how gorgeous. So that was my...
Good choosing.
Oh, and a bag. I bought oh wow, Amsterdam. Don't have it with me. Yellow. The brightest yellow, beautiful. And the Lamb & Kid gave our whole group discounts.
Yes.
We got discounts all over the place. Anyway, we felt very, very spoiled.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, more than welcome. Spoiled.
Love it, love it.
Yeah, that was it for me
Okay.
at Lamb & Kid.
You guys. La Mercerie.
Then you go and block down the street, same street.
Um,
Can't get lost. Right?
So, Durarum Natura,
Yes.
that beautiful woolen spun worsted weight yarn that I knit with. They have
And-
other weights.
They have a sport weight too. So Gilead is the one you knit with, which is so
Gilead.
gorgeous.
We talked about it before, but La Bien-Aimée secured the base, the undyed base, and did some dyeing of their own. So it was a beautiful mashup. And of course, I had to get the floral morganite.
That was so good.
Look at it.
There was actually a ton of La Bien-Aimée yarn. So I got the color Clay, which
Look at
is
these
like
two would be
bougie,
good together.
dirty pink, which I love a dirty pink.
Don't we all?
Yes.
Um,
I'm imagining this as like my mittens for next winter. And I only say that, or maybe a cowl. Something I'm going to wear a lot. Maybe something around your neck. A little scarf or something.
I have lots of other Durarum Natura. I'm almost tempted to pair something with it. Like, I really love this base. You guys, you remember that striped sweater I knit? Those
Yeah.
random stripes? That was this.
So it's woolen spun. It is phenomenal sweater yarn. 100% French merino. Merino Darl et Mouton Noir. So I don't know what that means. Those are the sheep.
It means great.
It's fabulous. It translates to unbelievably soft, light, airy, woolen spun,
Light.
perfect yarn. And I love that Amy's doing these, like Mondim, she does her own hand dyeing of that same base I'm knitting in my sweater. She's got the whole...
Who would have thought, okay, you guys, who would have thought, let's see if I can get these amazing yarn brand bases and
Right.
dye them on my signature color line.
Yeah.
Amy did.
Oh, she's amazing.
It's
We all know that.
incredible.
And fluoromorganite is so good.
So good.
It will really pop too with something like a dark
yes.
navy or a dark
yes.
eggplant, like
Oh.
whatever, black.
It's
gray.
such beautiful yarn, you guys. The base knits up so beautifully. It's woolen spun, but would be perfect for color work.
Yeah.
Cables would just pop.
Totally.
This is a knit in into anything type of yarn. It's beautiful.
Okay, Star just said that one sheep, the Mouton Noir, that's a black sheep, and that's what gives it the heathered. That's part of the, because when you can see that there's looks like a little bit of a gray underneath.
You can actually see the dark fleck, you guys.
So that's.
Can you guys see?
I love a heathered yarn.
Is this close enough?
Yeah, that looks great. That's perfect. Perfection.
It's beautiful.
La Mercerie also, the displays were so beautiful. I feel so
They moved shops, you guys. They're in the old Church Mouse building now.
like, imagine the biggest wall you've ever seen, covered in knitting for all of little balls on pegs everywhere.
The shop expansion in size enabled her to have every base from and every color in knitting for olive.
And she's got everything from Bichet Bouche, and I mean, obviously, go to the yarn. She's got indie dyers, which I love. So she's got La Bien-Aimée. She's actually got her own custom color, which, and this, I believe this is their base too, the Merino Twist, which is 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. This is their custom color called Autumn Hydrangea.
But it's
Again,
also their base for just
dirty
La
pink.
Mercerie.
Yeah, it is. So
Yeah, beautiful.
I love it. And they've got this on DK and mohair or Surrey or whatever. They've got it on all kinds of bases. This is their color. But I love it. And of course, my sock loving heart wants to make socks with this, but I don't really know. I don't really know. I don't really know. I love it so much. I mean, this also is screaming to be a sweater. And then Georgia's in there like
Granny
a...
would love that.
This? Yeah, she totally would.
Knitting
I should knit.
something.
Yeah.
Hold it with something fuzzy.
One of those one
me.
skein shawls would be beautiful. And then Georgia's in there like a dirty shirt. She's like, "Oh, I love this." And I said,
No, Georgia has to wait outside now.
"Wow, you have great taste." She totally does. This is Sorella yarn. We were
It's new for them, I believe.
Sorella. I think she's local. I think she's Pacific Northwest. Remember, she sent those gorgeous sets.
Yes.
Her stuff is beautiful. Look at the little tag. It's just the cutest little logo. This is the color Bake. And it's an 80-20 sock yarn. But of course it can be whatever you want it to be. But how fun.
That's going to be really
The
pretty.
colors are so pretty. Georgia said socks. So for sure socks. But yeah, I'm going to have to start leaving her at home.
Yeah.
Although it was pretty fun to,
There's
she's
not
like,
enough hours in the day. Hopefully she'll forget she ever said it.
she's got a memory like way better than mine.
That's so funny.
I don't even argue with her anymore because she's like, "Mom, you said."
No. I know I don't need to be right because 99% of the time I'm not.
Right.
So if I say something and Jordan goes, I think it's that, it's that.
Georgia's got a memory like a steel trap.
Yeah.
It's annoying if I'm being honest.
You guys, we have more yarn, but I'm going to sprinkle it with some patterns.
A sprinkle of patterns?
There's-
I'm going to get the yarn for this.
This new one is from Caitlin Hunter, and it's called
Oh, I love
Albina,
it.
and it's a light. It's knit in DK. It's 19 stitch gauge.
Ooh, I love it.
Little stripy moment.
This is going to be one that people are going to knit as their, like one of their favorite patterns. They're going to knit it over and over and over again.
It's like I'm going to throw it on, and I'm going to go down to the beach and dig for clams.
Am I the only knitter that had her eyes out for Caitlin Hunter while we were in Alaska?
Right. Did
Ev-
anyone spot
Every
her?
corner I went around, I was like, keep your eyes out.
I was not looking.
I don't actually know where Caitlin lives, but it would have been amazing.
I was looking at my monocular, not at whales, at the land for Caitlin Hunter. Caitlin!
That would have been the
Caitlin.
coolest.
It's like, where's Sasquatch? Where is Caitlin Hunter? Anyway, sorry. So how cute is this?
It's adorable and it's beautiful. Like, it's,
Oh, look, there's their boat in the back.
there's a weirdo with a monitor.
Binocular.
So yeah, so our room had a veranda, so you
Yeah.
could sit out there and watch for whales whenever you wanted.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
And by veranda, we mean a little edge with two chairs.
Nancy! Aw.
Hi, Shenancy.
Nancy.
I miss you. We
I
missed
do,
you.
Totally.
So that's cute.
It's awesome. I saw that come out. And of course, you guys, I don't know what it is with stripes. I want to knit them all the time. I absolutely am going to make this.
But it's the drop shoulder.
Shoulder.
Look at that, you
I've
guys.
knit so many raglan and round yoke sweaters that I'm loving switching that construction up for myself.
I think they're so fun to wear. So many ideas come into my mind. This top shoulder can be just a completely different color.
Yep.
You can have a lot of fun with this.
You could pick one color for the ribbing and this whole vibe up here. I don't know. You could do whatever you want.
Yeah.
It can be scrappy.
Bob's your uncle.
DK is like, to me, the most easily wearable for us. It's not too heavy and you can wear it so much. You could also do this gauge in a fingering and mohair. 19 stitches for sure.
Okay.
That's adorable.
Okay, so this is, I'm going to do two at a time and then we'll move on to something else. This is called Albers and it's by Claire Mountain Manapon. And it is called, let me just get this right. It's a sport weight color work, traditional stranded color work.
It's adorable.
Hold the phone.
So she did it in Durarum Natura's Ulisse, which is the sport weight of the same yarn we were just sharing.
It's a vest.
I really need to...
It is a vest.
I need to knit with that Ulisse at some point. That's
How
adorable.
cute is that?
Super cute.
We love a little vest moment, don't we?
And it looks kind of stripy.
Yeah.
Multicolored, so pretty.
It's cute. Okay, what's next?
How about this? Our friend Smita from Your Next Knit, amazing online yarn shop out in British Columbia, has really beautiful yarn and lots of gorgeous kits and things like that.
Yeah.
And she stocks, I'm just trying to get the picture for the pattern up here for you. She stocks Jameson and Smith. Is that what this is?
Lisa was wearing that hat. No.
Somebody was wearing this hat.
Lisa had that on, I believe.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure this is the pattern.
Isn't it Mary Jane's?
Oh gosh, I'm such a ding dong. Okay,
Let me take
just a sec. I love this yarn.
but have no idea what we're gonna do.
No.
with it.
This is for I'm gonna look at her message right now and she's gonna tell me. The kit is
Mary Jane's.
the Shetland wool week hat.
Look at that palette.
It is, well, first of all, the yarn is unbelievable.
We love a little Jameson moment, don't we?
Oh my gosh, I love knitting with this yarn.
They come in little 25-gram balls. Perfect for color work, right? We sometimes don't want to get full skeins. These are perfect so you can get a whole bunch.
Yes,
Right?
and without having tons and tons of yarn left
There's
over.
105 meters.
Oh my gosh, now we're...
So this is a fingering weight yarn, right?
yeah.
It is a fingering weight yarn, but this Mary Jane pattern, you guys, is so beautiful. And if memory serves, I'm pretty sure it was Lisa that was wearing it. It's stunning in person, you guys. Well, any Mary Jane pattern.
I'm trying to type and it was on dictation and you were like half of what you were saying. Okay, can I just say I don't like the search.
What is the matter with you?
I don't like the search bar since they changed it to AI whatever.
I know.
It's
On
not the same.
Instagram.
I like things to be the same.
Can you find just Mary Jane? And
But
find
it's
her
not, I don't think she designed it.
She
Mary
did.
Jane didn't design it.
Yes,
Not
she
for
did.
Shetland Wool Week this year?
The
I don't
pattern.
think so.
Unless I'm getting it wrong.
Well,
It's probably
they've got-
wrong. No, for sure. If I'm
Here
saying
we
it's
go.
Mary Jane, it's not. It's
No,
somebody
this is what it
completely
is.
different.
This is the hat.
No, that wasn't it.
Yes, it is. You're thinking of Mary Jane's pattern, but this is the Shetland Wool Week hat. Mary Jane's got a beautiful
Forget
colorwork
everything
hat.
I said about somebody wearing it.
She's got that hat in their Grand Shetland Adventure book.
There you go.
believe
Everything I said was not
I
correct.
believe the kit is for this. It's basically knit in the same yarn. You can knit
Yes.
whatever color work you like
It's
in
beautiful.
fingering weight. This is the new one. It's called Islesborough Turi, and it's designed by the Dual family.
I love that.
Isn't that great?
Yes, it's that, she said.
Yes?
Star said
oh,
yes.
it's that. Okay, good. Listen, I'm the first to say, yeah, no, it's wrong. I'm wrong.
No, here's the thing. I spoke up, not ever having read that email. Like, oh no,
That's a whole other
it.
problem.
That's it.
Anyway, it's super cute. It's got a sheep on it. It's got that crown decrease with the big star.
So good.
And
So,
look, there's
so,
a
so good.
two-color version if it's not like super it changes the look so much when you just change your color. Same pattern, right? So Smita, thank you so
Thank you,
much. It is
Smita.
gorgeous. Let me show everyone her little card. She has beautiful yarn in her shop, and she is a real sweetheart. There she is, Your Next Knit.
Love it.
And you might see her at her booth at like Knit City or something like that. And she sends the nicest little stitch markers when you order. She's beaded
Do you want to
them
hear
all.
some really super exciting news when you say booth that popped into my mind?
Yes. I'm all up for exciting
For
news.
my Calgary news,
Yes.
whoever's here, you know who you are. Is it okay to say it now? Is that confirmed? I'm
Your
speaking to you.
collab person?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
I just want to confirm that.
Well, let's just do it live on YouTube. So we won't send a text and a private message or anything like that. So.
Did you bring this?
Yes.
Okay, so you guys, little did we know, of course there were so many beautiful like makers that it was their business. And every time I think of it, I still kick myself because they could have filled their suitcase with yarn and had a little mini pop-up on their own.
I know.
Hindsight's
I don't know if there was
2020.
interest in that, but we maybe should have offered it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It didn't even cross my mind.
It did not cross my mind
So-
either. I just kept thinking everybody's going to be on vacation. I
Yeah.
won't ask them to work on their anyway. You can always ask and see what they say ahead of time.
Yeah. 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 So we were gifted some yarn from Windswept Fiber.
Pam
from Windswept Fiber
all the
is
way
a yarn
out
dyer
in Newfoundland.
who has just purchased or rented a space.
Yeah,
So
she's
now,
got yarn. You can go in person and buy her yarn.
yeah. But you
I
guys,
have
this
never.
space.
With this.
This is, oh my God, it's called Comfort Cove 4-ply DK, and it's 70% natural gray baby alpaca, 20% silk, and 10% cashmere.
I mean, the drape. Look at this, you guys.
You will not believe.
You think you know what soft yarn is, but then you feel this, and then it's a whole other. She gave us a gorgeous pile. We could knit a sweater. You can knit a giant shawl. This color is called Cupid's.
Oh, my color is called
Windswept Fibers. What's that word?
SCIO.
Scio? I wonder if it's a local place for her.
Mount Scio, maybe? Are we saying it right?
Skio?
This is like the
Sorry.
softest, watery, kind of powdery blue.
The alpaca is giving it a little, or maybe even the cashmere, a little bit of halo.
Alpaca,
It's incredible.
for me, I experienced it dyed a little softer. It wasn't like bright.
Okay.
So maybe that's why this seems so soft, but it's so beautiful.
Yeah. So it would be absolutely gorgeous. I can just imagine a big cozy shawl. It's so soft. So 20% silk. My gosh, this is really, really.
But how beautiful is that color?
225 meters. So it's great yardage for a DK.
It looks almost grayish.
Yes.
But I promise you, it is the softest watery blue.
I mean, the base is gray.
Sorry, the softest powder pale
You can
blue.
see the heathering a little bit.
Yeah, so good.
And it just glows. The silk content makes it, you can tell, like from, 10 paces, you can say, oh, there's silk in that yarn because it's glowing.
Yeah.
It's really beautiful. So thank you, Pam. I can't wait to figure out an awesome something to knit with that.
I don't know what it's going to be. It's just sitting on my counter right now.
It might even be like, oh, how about this?
What?
She had a coffee run collar, Dickie, that you like, knit in this base. You guys, that is the perfect small project for this. It was incredibly soft, but with all of this of alpaca, it's going to be so cozy warm. And I know a lot of people think, oh, alpaca, it's scratchy or whatever. No. I don't believe you're going to have that issue with this. I don't.
Do people say alpaca?
Some people say alpaca can be like prickly to them.
They're wrong. They're wrong.
I'm telling you, with the silk
Are
and
you
cashmere in
serious?
here, I've heard that, yeah.
No,
I think that
not this.
if you wanted to get yourself a couple of skeins, that would be an amazing project for this. It was so beautiful.
This is so soft.
Okay, maybe I need another one of those.
Okay. Amanda Kafka, Crafty Jackalope is going to be in my booth.
That's crazy.
The sparkle and our solid, we're just going to have the most fun. So I don't know what made me think of it, but I said, I wonder, in a perfect world, she would say yes. So I said to her, do you feel like coming to Calgary and being in my booth? We'll figure out a setup. We'll figure out what's going to work. Yes.
So people looking for sequins at Knit City and Sparkle will know to come there.
She will have.
That's so cool.
She's going to bring her bling bar, you guys.
That's awesome.
We are going to be, we're going to be collabing maybe on something, a pattern, or we'll just make sure some of my patterns or her patterns are knit on display. Whatever it's going to look like, it's going to be fabulous.
Okay. That is so cool.
Yeah.
I just had an idea, but
I'm so grateful.
I'll run it by you.
Okay. Love it. I love all the ideas.
Okay. I can't wait to see her.
I miss her terribly.
That's the thing when you know, in this kind of world where you meet, most of the time your friends live far away. So you end up missing them and just, communicating a lot, but just missing them in person. What's that?
Listen, speaking of Dickie.
That's a collar. That's pretty.
This is called, Valafranca. It's a Woolfolk Design Team pattern.
Cool.
It's knit in DK. It's knit in the Woolfolk straw yarn. It is, I would wear this.
I would wear this too. How? So so you just must attach with the ribbon through the eyelet. Like you don't have to.
Look.
I'm making that.
I'm making this. Can you imagine with a t-shirt at a show? Like
I'm making Mum this in black with sequins.
Let's all do collar cast-ons.
I think.
Should we have a Dickie knit along? A dick along? Let's have a dick along.
Sure. There's so many patterns out there now.
You guys, anything that you wear around your collar.
You might have to call it Dickie along.
A dick, yeah, maybe. That's unfortunate.
Not that it makes
but
a
is
huge
this
difference.
Not stunning?
It could be Dick E along. Whatever. We'll make it work. Listen, that is going to be, first of all, how quick of a gift knit that is. If you have people that, I think that's adorable. And I see it, of course, in sparkly. And you can finish there's those cute little clasps. You could do
a toggle.
You could do all kinds of
toggle,
things.
a really beautiful a treasure button.
I'm going to go to our Ravelry show notes and click on that pattern and purchase it.
Do you know what,
that.
you guys? One of those really tacky but amazing older, like diamond encrusted buttons.
Or just a brooch.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes, but how about just a little pin, a beautiful little broochy?
I just about fell off my chair when I saw this yesterday.
I'm so glad you brought that.
And you know why I saw this, you guys? Because Woolfolk
and
is
it's
one of my favorites.
Purchase. Oh, you have to go to your local yarn. Oh no, you can buy it.
You can buy the pattern separately.
But if you go to your local yarn shop and buy the yarn, you get the pattern for free. Do that. If your local yarn shop has Woolfolk, lucky you.
That's awesome. So excited.
Okay, now I see I'm doing that 100% for sure. I love it. Some of the ladies were wearing this hat when we were away.
They were.
And I was like, well, how much more prepared can you be for an Alaskan knitting trip? This orca hat. And it's the Glacier Bay Beanie, which we just happen to have the best day ever in Glacier Bay. And it's pattern number 40 in the U.S. National Park inspired line of beanies by Nancy Bates.
I have something to tell you about Nancy Bates.
Okay.
Now, I'm just learning of Nancy Bates' design, or I think I am.
And this is from 2021.
Yes. So this dyer...
Yes. Is
I don't know what came first, the
Raven
yarn
Frog
or the
Fibres.
I don't know what came first, the yarn or the designs, but what an amazing now collaboration, because this dyer, I wish I found out more information.
This dyer is a local. They must split their time, Alaska and Utah.
Nancy Bates.
So you purchased this in Ketchikan at a yarn shop.
I'm not even following Nancy Bates.
Well, I'm probably not either.
Okay, you guys, Nancy Bates. I'm now following her. See?
So cute. So here's the kit, you guys. And it's a merino cashmere nylon, 80-10-10, DK, right? Yeah, it looks DK. And you get you get just enough for your hat. You're not going to have tons left over. Merino cashmere nylon in all the colors you need. It's got this really cute little leather Glacier Bay tag that you can put on it. I mean, you could also do this as a cowl. Like, you just could not do decreases and just do... But it's so perfect for the hat. And it says Nancy Bates Designs right on the little tag. How great is that?
So this beautiful Raven's Frog fiber has done their own kits for that. I don't believe it was original collaboration, but I love
it's so beautiful.
these.
This
I
yarn
love a
is
kit,
gorgeous.
you guys. So you bought the kit and you got the pattern for free.
So there you go. This is actually, we want one of you guys to have this as a little memento of our trip to Alaska.
We've got some other goodies to add.
But this will absolutely be part of that, so someone can make their own orca hat.
We've got some of the swag we offered our beautiful guests. We have a few little things we've saved to include.
Yes. So we will definitely be doing an Alaska giveaway. I have an Alaska. I bought a bag to go with this. So we're all...
Oh, is that Caitlin Hunter back there? In the
that way. I see her way in the background. I did not see an orca, which means I need to go back to Alaska. And specifically, there was a whole bunch, apparently in Ketchikan. So they were migrating, and people see them all the time in Ketchikan. So
Nancy Bates has made all of these hats out of national parks. So this Glacier Bay is a national park.
yes.
Right? Is that what you said already?
Um,
So
Maybe.
you're going to find these designs
following
through
Nancy.
Nancy Bates. And they're all national parks. Now, the next thing that's coming, and I hope I'm not spoiling it, she didn't say keep a secret, but these hats...
She didn't know who she was talking to. I'm telling everybody.
These hats are now being converted and tested as we speak into socks.
Oh, fabulous.
National
Fabulous.
Park socks.
So this one is California Poppies. That must be for some California park. And there's the inspiration photo. Can you believe it? Listen, go follow Nancy Bates and you'll see all these cool hats.
Wait till you see this one. This one is
Wow.
Kansas, the first design in my all-American road trip collection.
That's so pretty. Oh, maybe that's what this California one is.
Oh, this is a new collection. Nancy, you've got something going here. This is based on the wheat fields of Kansas.
That is so beautiful.
And then the summer sky. Look at that inspo.
I was going to say, it looks just like the picture.
Okay, you guys, we all have to be following Nancy. Nancy was at Rhinebeck last year. See, we're always the last to know.
100%. That is so true. We're the last to know everything.
She's planning on releasing a new state about every 4 to 6 weeks. So
Wow.
you guys wait for your state.
Listen, how great of a gift hat would that be if you've got family in other states or friends in other states to knit them a hat that's representative? I love that one. What's that?
Monterey Sea beanies.
Ooh, that's so cute.
Oh, genius, Nancy.
That is so cute.
Love it. Look at this Arizona.
So, like I said, I did not make it to the yarn shop in Ketchikan. I was very, very busy on tour. But Jodi went and she picked yarn that she knew I would love, and I got a present even though I didn't go to the yarn shop. So, look at this amazing mini skein set. It's dyed. It's English wool, raised, dyed, spun, everything in the UK. This color palette. It's called Fisher Girl Yarns in Ketchikan. Chuffing up the Chilkoot, and it's fingering weight yarn. 1, 2, 3, 5 minis to make 100 grams, so 5 20-gram minis. And Jodi said she thought it was Sisters. The sister in Ketchikan had a yarn shop.
No, wrong.
Okay,
again.
you explain it to me. I don't know what's going on. I was like,
I
love the Little Gray Sheep.
So the Little Gray Sheep is a yarn dyer.
Or the Gray Sheep
The
Company.
Gray Sheep Company is a yarn dyer in the UK, right outside of London.
Yes.
It's a woman-owned farm. She's got a woman shepherdess that shears all the wool. She uses a mill and has the fiber milled and dyed.
Locally.
She does all of that locally. Her sister happens to live here in town. So her sister, because she loves her other UK sister's yarn, brought it over
and has it.
No, I believe it was already dyed there.
Okay.
The sister here just got it into the yarn store and is a big.
But it's called now Fisher Girl Yarns, and on the back it says Little Gray Sheep Company.
She's put it into kits as part of a way to market it more.
Okay, because I did meet the Little Gray Sheep Company. Like it even says on here, but I do believe they changed their name to just the Gray Sheep Company now. That's what this bag was.
I'm just looking for the...
But look at again, super heathered, beautiful wool. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. And it smells so good. It smells so woolly, and it feels like natural wool. It's rustic. But soft, not something that's going to be
Fabulous Fiber Arts is the name of the yarn store where this following yarn was purchased.
And that's what the package looks like, guys.
That was their little shop outside their shop. Did you see that?
No, if I saw it, I would have gone in.
God, you're the worst. Okay,
I
can't find it.
Jodi sends me a picture of another building, and I'm like, well, I'm right there, and I don't see a yarn.
Yeah, it was like...
And then George is like, are we going to miss the boat?
You were an hour and a half before it was going to fucking sail.
And then she's like, and I really want to go look for a book. So it was one of those times where you're just like, you can picture yourself just grabbing your kid and going. That's what I felt like.
Tracie, the bookstore was fucking neighbors with the yarn store.
Oh my God.
Were you in the bookstore?
No.
Oh, okay. Did you see the bookstore?
Would I like to have a do-over with Ketchikan? Yes. So apparently I need to do another cruise to Alaska. It was hilarious, though. Later, I was just like, oh my God. Like, we're an hour early to the boat, but yeah, we're going to miss it.
I think the sister that I met in Ketchikan just happens to love her sister's yarn, so she's doing whatever she can to bring it over.
It is phenomenally beautiful yarn.
So I got actually a fade of 5. You guys, this is
all the biggies.
This is a DK. This is a 50-gram skein, but I got like a teal kind of bluish fade, and this was just 2 of the colors in that fade.
So here's what it says: farming ethically. And it says the wool comes from our fine wool flocks, exclusively nurtured and bred for their high quality fiber. You can feel it. It's soft. It's not. Our artisan yarns are lovingly crafted from start to finish, ensuring the highest quality for customers and love and care for the flock and the land they inhabit. So, check all around. That's fabulous. The colors are out of this.
Out of this world.
I gotta knit something amazing with that.
Yeah.
Color work.
Anyway, this was such a lovely shop.
It was.
This is a full skein of that Raven's Frog fiber. This is...
it's a biggie. Is that 200 grams?
It's like 250 grams, I believe.
Oh, wow.
It is Marvelous Merino, 100% superwash.
That's so pretty.
This is called Dolly Varden
Trout. Ah, dyed for like a fish.
Yeah, based on.
That's gorgeous.
And they had all these beautiful skeins, unskein, just hanging in a display on the wall.
Oh, that's pretty.
She was a beautiful. And
That's
I met
your
her.
blue.
I met her.
That's so nice.
She was there that day.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, you think, oh, how much yarn is there going to be going to Alaska? The knitters will find it. There was tons and tons of interesting things to go see.
There was another one in Ketchikan, you guys, that we totally missed. God.
Well, a lot of people saw it. We were just, it was a little bit further up the of
Yeah.
a walk, but a lot of
Yeah.
people went and they loved it.
Yeah, I'm bummed to have missed
Me
that
too.
one.
Me too. I would really like a do-over. That our stop in Ketchikan was just the morning, not long enough. I would love to have stayed a little bit longer because I
Yes.
loved what we did, but
I
I
did
still
too.
there was a really nice little museum I would have gone through. There was lots of good things to do in Ketchikan.
Okay, you guys, next pattern. Oh, this is called the Lily Sheer Top.
Oh,
And it is made with, it's a 20 stitch gauge, beautiful. It's holding one strand of lace and it's just this beautiful, it's by Irene Lynn. And I've showed patterns.
oh, I love her patterns. I love her patterns.
You guys.
Yeah.
So this is her, this is called the Lily Sheer Top, but look at that. I picture it, I mean, look at all our beautiful high-waisted jeans and pants that we have.
Yes.
This would just hit perfectly. I mean, I might knit it a touch longer for myself and maybe have a bit of a tucked in, for me, a tucked in tank top, but it's styled so beautifully here, you guys. I think this is stunning.
Jodi, it's gorgeous.
The little bit of a cap sleeve where it's got that bit of a ruffle. I just think it's so
That's
sweet.
elegant and beautiful.
Isn't it?
And I love knitwear that it just looks different and unexpected to, typical stuff.
Oh, here's it styled with something dark underneath.
That's really cute.
Right? Mm-hmm. So cute.
Another thing that came out just today, I believe, is the Phoebe top by Amy Scher. And it's a summer
love it.
top, a cabled summer top. Oh, wow. She looks so good. Look at that. That looks beautiful. So cables, and it looks like a really nice, like we're not going to worry about, well, I'm not going to worry about my bra strap with a skinny thing. And that's just a terrible way to describe it. But I love the thickness of at the top, and I love the way the armhole fits. Like, I just feel like you can just put this on and feel good to go, and you're not worried about, not that you have to worry,
Side
but I just
boob.
feel like it's all there. It's in itself.
I love
The
it so much.
cables are beautiful, a mix of three really beautiful larger ones, but then they've got the same thing running in narrower columns in between. It's absolutely
Stunning.
gorgeous, and that just came out.
Oh my God, you guys.
She's
I
a
love
beautiful
that so
designer. I just
much.
love her stuff. Phoebe top. Oh, look, there's the Phoebe top in action.
Oh, stunning. Oh, look how beautiful.
And she's got, also in this pattern, it's written cropped, but of course you can do whatever you want. She's got bust darts written in. So it can fit you the way you want it to fit. It can fit someone else completely differently, and it's all in that one pattern.
That would be excellent for real busty ladies that have trouble.
Right.
Fitting.
And you're not choosing a bigger size just to
No.
accommodate your
The
boobs.
darts are amazing.
You're just making a little bit more fabric
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Your armhole is going to be same. Your
yeah.
neckline's going to be the same. It's not going to be too big. That's a huge deal. That's a huge deal.
So great.
That's beautiful.
Okay, you guys. Simple Sophie T. It's by Han Rimmon. You guys, I've showed her before.
The color's awesome.
Put it in your favorites because it's not in English yet, but it says it's coming soon. I believe it's in Danish, but look at this. It's, oh my God. 2 strands of lace held together. And then she used DK for the collar and the banding.
I love that.
So the juxtaposition from the merino wool around the banding and then the double lace
That's a $5 word.
held throughout. I love the textural changes on this.
I love that too.
It was
Because
spectacular.
mohair can, even if you like wearing mohair, it can be sensitive around your neck area.
Yeah.
So I love the idea of a soft merino DK around the, your neckband and stuff.
I'm actually picturing this with Surrey for myself. This, oh my gosh, you guys, I am crazy about this. So I put this in my favorites. So I'll see on my pattern page when an update comes out, you guys.
Okay, I bought yarn in Juneau. First stop. I can't believe I didn't share this first, but pretend this is our first stop. This is a gorgeous local Juneau dyer called Juneau Woolies.
Yes.
And these are 50-gram skeins of 100% superwash merino, hand dyed. I cannot tell you how soft these are. They feel like some kind of cashmere blend. They're so soft. This is the color Lichen Aurora, of course. Look at all the perfect colors. And this is Sitka Spruce.
What store did we get this at?
This was at Changing Tide's shop. It was tons and tons of quilt fabric.
Okay.
But she also had beautiful yarns. Like Malabrigo had a bunch of stuff there. But I really wanted, when I go away, I really, really want to get local souvenir yarn. And I couldn't pick between any of these. I sort of had ideas for different things for all of them. And I think one of them will end up in our giveaway too. I knew I wanted to put one in our giveaway.
I love that.
I'm going to have, anxiety picking because
one of our favorite things, you
I
guys.
feel like they're all amazing.
Oh, I know. How do you pick?
I don't know.
One of the
But
favorite,
someone will get a chance to knit with it, and that'll be great.
and they're all they could be knit together.
Yes.
One of our favorite things to do is come back with all these treasures and have a really fun giveaway, right?
For sure. This is what I also got at the
That was
same
it.
shop. Here's my kit. It's called a quilted card kit. $13. It's everything. Everything but needles and talent. And it's and it's going to be this.
Is it? But is it?
One day. So maybe I should put it in the giveaway.
You guys.
Even though I really love it.
My husband's washing the front deck.
Is that what's happening right
Should
now?
we scare him and say hello?
Just go, Shane!
Just a minute. Shane Brown! Did he hear me? He always has headphones.
Oh, yeah, he probably didn't hear
It's
you.
no fun.
I know, it's no fun scaring people anymore.
I know. I love this a lot.
Aren't the colors gorgeous?
Yes.
Really, really pretty. You know what? I do want to make this for myself.
You should. You won't, but you should.
Right. I feel like I can do it. I think I can do it.
I gotta snooze this for a few minutes because it's gonna keep giving me notifications.
Okay.
Okay, so favorites, you guys. There were so many that came out. I was just like, favorite, put in favorites, put in
Yeah.
favorites.
Totally.
Is oh yes, this is
Also
in here.
got an amazingly beautiful gift from our new friends. You know who you are, and I can't thank you both enough. This sock set from Heidi and Lana. It's gorgeous. This
She's
is
local.
So beautiful. And we've met her before.
Rhinebeck. No, Montreal.
Maybe Stitches West. Anyway, she is lovely. I didn't know she was... Anyway, I'm so out of the loop with all kinds of stuff. This is her seed fingering. 90% superwash merino, 10% nylon. It feels...
Heidi and Lana.
Yeah. It feels amazing. It
feels
different.
BFL-ish.
Yeah, it does. It's
Feels
got that kind of feel
BFL-ish.
to it, but it's merino nylon. It feels incredible. This is Cherry Blossom with the pomegranate mini skein, and I can't wait to knit with this. It's so beautiful.
Mine is Celebrate 2024 with a royal mini.
That's fun.
Look at it. That's so cute.
That's beautiful.
I love that.
I love these delicate speckles, and the color's gorgeous.
And then Miss Lisa,
I should give this little gift bag in our thing too.
oh yeah, you should.
So when we went to the Changing Tides yarn shop, they gave us thank you goodie bags. It was like going to a kid's party.
No kidding.
It was the best. And you got
Let's normalize knitting loot bags. I'm just saying.
oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Sign me up. So this is the yarn store we keep talking about, you guys. Changing Tides. You definitely want to go if you're in the area. And she gave us a little soak because who doesn't need that? But look what else is in there. A jewel closure for your knitting. These things are unbelievable, and they're so beautiful as far as putting a cardigan together or clasping a shawl or whatever. Yes, we will put this in the loot bag for sure. And then a really nice mini to add to your collection. So thank you again. That was gorgeous.
Okay, you guys.
For sure. Loot bag.
I also want to show these project bags. We were gifted these, but they are
so nice.
an Australian maker, and I just wanted to show them off because of the amazing fabrics. And not only are they an Australian maker, Lisa said these are like botanicals, kind of like a fun illustrated version of botanicals from Australia.
Yeah, they're gorgeous. So pretty.
Aren't they beautiful?
Yes, super
oh,
pretty.
sorry, they're Loom and Spindle brand. I love this
And I
bag.
just love a good squishy drawstring. Shove it in your whatever.
It's
tote.
perfectly unfussy. It's one layer of fabric. It's a really easy drawstring pull.
Yeah.
And it's just the kind I like to squish up into my
And it's
purse.
already broken in.
Yeah.
Like it's a really beautiful. They're beautiful.
Yeah. For the projects I put in these kind of bags, I don't need pockets. I don't need it lined. I don't need it fussy.
I have to find my card again, and I know it's in here somewhere because I did keep it. But Lisa also treated us to this hand spun that she purchased from.
I got a different treat.
Whoa.
Whoa. You got to knit mittens with that.
Whoa.
Something.
Super
me
sheepy.
smell.
Super sheepy.
Oh yeah, it's so good, you guys.
And so soft and so.
did she purchase this or did she spin it herself?
No, she bought it from this lady.
Oh yeah.
But she was also, I think, knitting a sweater quantity for herself. So treasure, absolute treasure.
Beautiful.
And I will get the information for that. I thought it was right here. I put the
right here. Do you know what
God,
she
I was
gifted
looking
me?
for a card.
We are swept away at people's thoughtfulness and their generosity. Tracie will tell you what this is, but you know what she put in mine? She put 2 skeins of undyed possum yarn because she thought Jordan and I would like to try dyeing it.
Oh, how fun!
Right? Like she specifically thought, what can I send her?
That's such a good idea.
Yes, I
How
would love
fun
to
is
dye that.
Okay, I'm so glad you showed that. This is hand spun by Isabel Walker, who is 70, and she's been spinning and selling her yarn at markets for over 35 years.
So it is a passion of hers.
It is 100% treasure. And he's done it for Sheepish Designs New Zealand. Sheepish Designs. This is another thing, we've been chatting on Instagram forever with Lisa, and the next thing you know, bam, she's right in front of you. It's nuts. But this is, we all know how I feel about hand spun. I'm just so enamored by it. And this is gorgeous. Jodi, it would be such beautiful mittens.
Wouldn't it?
That's such a good idea. Because it looks to be sort of like a almost Aran weight, maybe. I feel like.
But the texture and the flex.
I love
and
the colors in it.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah, it is stunning.
So
I am going
beautiful.
to cast it on instead of being all precious about it and like not do, just think, oh, I'm going to save it forever. No, I'm going to make something and love it.
Okay, you guys. Kate Oates
Yeah.
just came out with a brand new pattern.
Did she?
It's called Meebles. And it is knit in sport weight. And it's fun with color. Speaking of boob darts.
Does that have it?
I believe it does by looking at it, you guys. Yes, it does. You can see some shaping right under the bust. Right there. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Let me show you. Because this is more fitted, you guys, I think it's essential that you have those bust darts. But the sleeve is really fun on this. The extra, the cap, just
That's
similar to the other
adorable.
one. Look at that.
You know who it's named after?
Who? Just a minute.
Micah from Spin Cycle. That's her Instagram name. I think she's the inspiration.
Oh, well, it's adorable.
I know.
And listen, look how she styled it. Just wait.
And here's a version with Spin Cycle as the striping.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is it styled with a long top. I don't envision myself quite this cropped, but you guys add another 4 inches. Yes, please, for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. It's adorable. I love it.
Like, I immediately look at these and go, oh, I don't immediately
And
look
maybe
at
you're not
these-
into stripes. Do it in a solid.
Yeah. I don't immediately write it off. I really take a second to look at it.
Yeah.
It drew me with the stripes and the colors that
Yeah.
she's knit.
The design details are so pretty and fun, and you can make it whatever length you like.
The sleeve is spectacular on this.
It would be so cute striped with a speckle and a semi-solid, and of course the whole spin cycle with the color changing is gorgeous. But
And then you know what else is amazing?
oh, there's a long version. There's people that did it much longer. You don't. There's so many people
This
that didn't do
is
cropped.
what's her name? Where do you see her name? It doesn't really say.
She's right here. That's the if you hit that on the
Oh,
left.
B.K. Johnson on Ravelry. Oh,
Oh yes.
this is adorable.
So there's the pattern, but make it as long as you want.
And less ease on her sleeve, you guys. Less ease.
Right.
She's done something.
There must be options in the pattern. Oh, look at the buttonhole at the back. That's so cute.
This is a cute knit, you guys.
Yeah.
So that must be a design option. Okay, look at this little cap. Look at this little number.
Really cute.
So it's cute. Tons of ideas. Tons of inspo, you guys. Are we all knitting summer knits right now?
I hope so. I mean, we should have started a couple months ago, but let's just bang out a couple. They don't even have sleeves,
Okay.
right?
Right.
I wanted to share. I had a new Hohi bag on the way to me. One of their new styles is called the Lara bag. It's so cute.
It is so cute.
I thought it was going to be the perfect little crossbody. It's got a front zipper for like cards or keys or whatever. And it's got the big zipper. This is definitely big enough to hold my giant granny phone by a lot. Like no problemo. And it's got a little card thing at the back. Like you can just slip your card there so it's always accessible if you're out shopping, like going to a market or whatever. And then
the hardest choice I have is what color.
I love it. This was a brand new design, a brand new style.
Yeah.
And I don't have enough little bags that are like just going to the market or take it on holidays or just go out in the evening where you don't need your whole life in a bag, right?
And for me, it's the crossbody.
love
It's
it.
the hands-free.
Super adjustable
Yeah.
with the way they like to construct everything, so it's all kinds of lengths for you. And then Hohi gifted us an amazing tote bag. This is their new beekeeper tote, which of course I'd been admiring, seeing it. It's so cool. And then in person, it is just the perfect size. Like it's the perfect tote bag. I feel like they've just got it scienced. They know the right length of strap that fits and feels good, right?
Do you know what happened, you guys? I had packed my crossbody black poppy barley bag that thought I was going to use throughout the tote or throughout the trip because you need more than just.
You're taking stuff everywhere.
We were gifted these at the beginning of the trip.
Yeah.
And I used it every single day.
Every day.
Every day.
It's perfect. It's got a big interior pocket. There's my lozenges. I almost lost my voice. But you guys, it zips shut. So if you're using this as like a commuter tote, maybe you've got your life in there every day. It's so secure with the zipper and nothing's going to fall out. It's really amazing. And it's in the pebbled leather.
What do they call this
which
color?
is so durable. Hot pink, I believe.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah.
Actually, do you want to know
It's
what
a
color?
beautiful tote.
Let me just grab Hohi's Instagram because I have to show you the color that was gifted to me. And I have to say, I don't normally go, or I don't all the time go for the bright pops of color.
Yeah.
And Hohi said specifically, we
said-
brought you color. I'm so
She's
grateful.
right.
I am so grateful.
She's so right. I love it. This would be a great if you need a tote bag every day, but it's also perfect for going to knit night. I know. Isn't that a cute picture? That's so colorful.
This was the crow's nest, you guys. This was one of the days we were knitting, but that's my cobalt.
It's such a good blue. I love it.
I love
Yeah.
Do you know what else I know now that I would like? The Santa Cruz tote, which I have the Santa Cruz smaller one, but the Santa Cruz tote, you guys, that's for over your shoulder and big space for taking stuff. That was a nice bag.
Maybe I should get blue.
That was a nice bag.
The blue's amazing. The
Yeah.
blue's also
The blue's
very,
amazing.
very beautiful. But the leather is soft, and the style is so. It looks. I mean, I love the way they've styled it. I think it's really, really chic and beautiful. And it's really just an amazing size. It's not too big. It's not too small. I feel like it's one of the perfect ones. So
It's so funny how you get to know, like, obviously it's Hohi's company, but you get to know people's shopping trends
Yeah.
and their feedback and what they like and what they don't like. And listen, I feel like they've been doing it this long. She knows what she likes.
yeah,
She knows what we like before we know,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
She's got a shop update in 6 minutes.
Ooh, I have
Someone
the
just
reminder
said.
on. I have the reminder on.
What are we buying?
The men's DOP kit
Okay,
for
hang
Father's
on.
Day.
I'm going to, do we tell people?
Well, I just did.
Is this it?
Yes.
You guys, look at it. Is it men's like cosmetic travel,
Like
kit?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get one for Shane. You guys.
Maybe I should get blue.
Look what's coming. The Pampa XL too. That's restocked.
Ooh,
Let me
that's a
just-
great color, that reddy orange.
Check out our new version of the iconic Pampa.
Yes.
You
Such a
guys.
good bag.
That's coming today. I'm obsessed. It's got the chestnut bottom and it looks like, is that like white maybe? White leather, cream
It looks
leather?
like it. That's really beautiful.
That's
Beautiful.
spectacular.
Anyway,
We're going to have to pause this in 5 minutes.
Completely spoiled. And yes, go to Hoagie's update, you guys.
Did somebody have a question star that we missed?
I'm
that's
ready to
nice.
share my
Okay.
beehive yarn.
Me too.
This was the very end of our trip, the very last night, and we didn't even dock until 8 p.m. So I was feeling like, yes, energized to go, but it was the end of the trip. Like you're just sort of ready to be. I felt really good at the end of the trip. People said you must be exhausted,
No,
and I
I wasn't.
wasn't. I absolutely wasn't. So it was really great. We got special consideration, you guys. We got, as a
Yes.
group, we assembled. We got off the boat before everybody else. That's amazing.
That's the kind of stuff, you guys.
We were
like-
spoiled.
like literally we were the first
Who
ones off
knew
the
that would
boat.
be even such a thing that could be done? I just assume it stops. We all get off when we get off. No.
Yeah.
We were first in line at the taxis in Victoria so we could head straight to the yarn shop.
Mm-hmm.
As it should be. Knitters off first.
Your sweater was fingering held with mohair. Is that
Oh, yes.
correct?
Yeah.
Good.
I will
Okay.
do I might have a Ravelry project started.
Mm.
I might not. I'll do it today, though. That's my plan.
Okay.
So, yeah, we got to the beehive, and it was packed with knitters. There was
guys.
over 50 knitters that came that night, and all at the same time. So, wow, did they ever... they were ready for us. They knew we were coming. It was so much service, but they carried a lot of Fleece Artist, which is an amazing Canadian dyeing company for so long. Like they have just
I
so
didn't
many
know that that was the fleece artist also.
Yes. So they carry, they've lots of luxury yarns. All of those Thrum mitten kits I used to knit over the years, they were Fleece Artists. But this is a yarn I had not knit with or seen, and it's their 100% BFL fingering weight yarn, and this has 500 meters and 125 grams.
Wow. And it's plump. That's
And
beautiful.
the gauge is, they've got it knit up at 26 stitches. So they had a sweater knit up in this. It was woolly, but so soft and drapey. I love BFL.
Pardon me.
So I did buy 3 skeins of this, and this is the color Brook, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so that's a lot of yarn. 1,500 meters of yarn. I'm going to be able to knit lots of options there. Yeah. And what did you get?
Okay, it's funny because I was at the till waiting in line, and we were talking about the yarn that we were having, and this was showed to me. This is how the other one came, you guys. Those kits for thumb mittens twisted together like
Yeah.
this. They made a kit. So this one is a fingering single. It's called the Merino Slim, which is it's a beautifully
I haven't looked at single ply yarn for
rosy
so long.
gold colorway. That's a single ply, and it's also twisted with a skein of their mohair nylon. But look at this project.
That's
it's called the
amazing.
Halo Bundle, and the colorway.
Does it come with a pattern?
No.
Oh.
It's called Rose Gold Halo
That's gorgeous.
by the Fleet. But look at the color.
Like you
in
could
there.
hold that fingering weight double and make that a worsted weight hat, cowl.
Yes.
There's so many options that you can do with that.
Yeah, 400 meters for the single, and then 437. Oh, 400 and 400 on both.
Perfect.
Don't you
Jodi,
love
that's
that?
so stunningly gorgeous. I also saw a yarn when I was waiting in line that I've wanted to knit with for a long time. And I've seen it on online shops, and this is also Durarum Natura, but this is one of their summer yarns. It's called Antigone, and it's 100% linen.
I did not know about this product.
Yeah, it's 100% linen. But linen can
feels
be
nice.
crunchy
This is
and not
not.
nice. This is nice.
Wow, that's nice linen, you guys.
So I kind of got this warm coffee color. It's called Marsala. But then I thought, how cute with little bright peachy pop
Pamplemousse.
stripes.
I don't know. I love your stripes. It's going to be amazing. I could have also seen one color.
I think this is really pretty. I only got one of this.
So just little pop somewhere.
Like, yeah, super subtle, but a little something
Oh, wow.
somewhere.
That's amazing. Okay, you guys, this base is really nice.
And linen is like, it gets so much nicer as you continue to wash it. I think this is going to make an amazing summer t-shirt. It would make a great shawl, of course. You can do whatever you want with it. But it's soft. 260 meters per 100 grams. So
I love it.
kind of DK-ish. Is that right?
Okay, so summer tea.
It looks fingering weight to me. But anyway, you can knit it to all kinds of gauges. Summer tea. I'm in the mood. Cast on tees. Maybe I could make that Amy Sher vesty thing. I wonder if I could make sleeves on that. Probably. Anyway, I'll figure something out.
That'll be beautiful. Okay, our friends at Artful Yarn.
Yes.
This speckle could not be left behind, you guys.
Jodi.
I have such a soft spot, and boy, is this amazing.
It's out of this world.
It's called Bering Sea. Look at this.
That's
guys.
gorgeous.
This is fingering weight. This is an 80/20. It is amazing. But look at the speckle.
Look at that speckle. Boy, that's a lot of work.
That is spectacular. They had several. It was hard to choose, but ultimately,
That one called your name.
Yeah.
I can totally see why.
But I'm thinking I would hold it with something for a hat. I always think these single skeins will be hats, but now that I can hold a lace weight and a fingering for the DK socks,
Right.
that's good too.
Yeah.
It's such a beautiful speckle. I can't wait
Their yarn
to
is,
twist this
is
up.
absolutely gorgeous.
Wow, that's pretty.
That's a
right?
whole lot of speckles happening.
And then the other thing I got, it was at the till. It always happens. They have goodies at the till.
Ooh, this is such a good purchase, Jodi.
This is
Blue Sky Fibres.
Wool Stoke Bundle Blue Sky Fibers. This is 10-gram minis. Is it?
I think there's 21 in there. Is that how many they put? I know they got a hat called 21.
They're 5-gram minis. They're 5-gram minis. It's worsted weight yarn.
Worsted?
Worsted. But look at this. And it's funny because one wasn't enough. I bought two. But
Did you?
The other one was like greens and slimy greens and blues and things like that.
I love it. They also have a really great hat pattern that's striped like that. They've got cowl. Is this using that? Oh, look.
27 color wool stock bundle.
Not surprised. Okay. See, there's got a cute little cowl in here.
Okay, so 5 grams. It's
And I
called
know there's
mini-
oh, here's the mittens. Somebody on our trip had the mittens too. 21 color mitts. But they've got a hat version of that too.
So you guys, this is okay. That's familiar now.
Yeah.
that you say that.
Yeah.
This is
This is a well-loved thing. the
100% fine Highland wool, and let me tell you,
mini. Oh, it's so nice.
it is bouncy. It is squishy. It is. I
I have a
believe.
sweater quantity of this one.
Oh wow!
Why have I not knit that?
It's beautiful.
I got to get on it.
It's a 2-ply, but loosely plied, but boy, is that pretty. I don't know. My intention is always when I buy this that I would love to create something.
If you leave it with me, I'll wind it for you.
No.
That's half the battle.
No. But I think either like you do ornaments or,
Anything that you make is going to be amazing.
right? I like that. And then we got a couple other of the sizes.
Okay, you talk to the people.
Okay. These bags, you guys, we've talked about it before, but if you're a shop and you do like a linen-y bag, we will buy it. If it's a it's just a little memento, right, that we can get. But Beehive had 3 sizes. So this is probably a single skein little bag. Tracie showed you the medium, and then there was a bigger one, an even bigger one. But they also had a little zip bag, a little canvasy little zip bag. Not only is it a little memento, you guys, we're always looking for little places to put our yarn or our projects. It makes a really good little bag. We kind of felt bad when we came in because all of us knitters kind of like all got there at the same time. We had the best time just looking around the shop. She had a bunch of different bases and yarns that I hadn't squished before. So it's always so nice to see it in person. Another, I just cast on, you guys, but another, I'll bring it next time. Another base that I'm trying, held with sparkle mohair, is Drops Air Sky. And it's a chainette construction. I believe it's a DK base, but those other ones, what's the other one? The Drops Air is that blown in, kind of the blown in fiber. But this one is a chainette construction, which is a totally different yarn, but beautiful, squishy and beautiful. And I'm having the nicest time just knitting with it. Yes, we bombarded the Beehive, but they were so amazing. They were so helpful. They were so welcoming. And we'd love to go back. And they're at a really beautiful spot. They're right downtown. Boy, Victoria is beautiful. So we arrived at 8 o'clock, so the sun was still up. But as we left, you guys, the Parliament buildings, every like nook and cranny, it looked like just like little twinkle lights around every window, every door, the building, the steeple, everything. It was so gorgeous.
I feel much better.
Okay, good. Victoria was stunning, but
Oh,
the
yeah.
Beehive was downtown. There's so much to do
Like
and
5
see
minutes
down
in a
there.
taxi.
Yeah, it was great. So we just had the nicest time.
It was amazing. I would love to go back to Victoria
Yeah.
for like 4-day weekend or
Yeah.
something like that.
You can make it into a real yarny, a fibery adventure. You know,
I mean-
island hopping,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So
Okay, I have 2 more amazing things, and then I feel
Good.
like I have nothing else.
good.
You gave me the beautiful yarn kit, Yarn Club. Look, I feel like there's a vibe going on.
Right.
From Gage Dye Works, and this gorgeous one just arrived. I think this is my last one, right? Mm-hmm. January, March, May.
Yes.
This is called Record Keeping, and it comes with a really cool pattern idea
Did you see?
where whatever. So this is like a gradient, goes green, 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 and fades into this beautiful bluey. Like,
Periwinkle
look at all that,
almost?
kind of, right? But really watery colors, like really gorgeous, soft, and this yarn is so soft. So it is 425 meters, 75-25 superwash merino nylon. But whatever you choose to knit, you're supposed to purl the first whatever stitches. So it's going to give you, when you look at the end of your project, you'll see how many days it took you, how long in between, like how much you would knit that day. And then the next time you start purls, then. And if you pick it up several times a day, there's another thing to do. So it's really, she's not telling you what to knit, but she's just telling you. It's so cute. It's such a good idea. So this one didn't have specific patterns, but it had really fun ways to just mark things. So smart. Kat is amazing. And actually her summer club with Andrea Rangel, where they collaborate on the yarn colors and including patterns, that is almost, I mean, it's sold out. I missed it. It went out. It is sold out. It is a great club. But if you're ever thinking about a club, this is a really, really great one.
I almost bought that one too. Yeah, of course.
It's okay.
It sells out super quick.
It does. And that's the thing that you love, right?
Hi, Catherine. Thanks for joining.
Sunny London, Ontario.
Love
Lucky
it.
you. And Knit City, Toronto. We didn't even mention that. That happened the weekend before we left.
We heard it was such a success. So lucky you if you went.
Oh my gosh, I heard it was incredible. There were so many vendors. Our friend Trish, Paradise Island, had a booth. So she's not living in Canada at the moment, so it would have been amazing to see her. But she had a small update of little bit left over after that. So I got one of these really cute.
How did no one take that home?
Exactly. Oh, but you know what? I went in to go buy another one, and I got the last pink one. Because I thought, maybe I'll get two. Yeah. So I bought this, and I'm going to put this in our breast cancer fundraiser for something. It's just such a good, it was the perfect color, and I just thought someone will absolutely love. This will be a great thing as for one of the draw prizes for that. Mm-hmm. Perfect pink.
Love it.
Yeah. Her bags are amazing.
I just have two really cute ones that I want to show
Sure.
because these are, you guys. This one's called the Sport Tee by Park Williams. It is knit in DK.
They're a really cool designer.
God, you guys.
Look at that. Remember she did that big hat thing that was a whole vibe?
Oh
with,
my
the
God, you
sunglasses and
guys.
stuff?
Like the kerchief kind of on her head.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Isn't that wonderful?
They do amazing designs. It is so cool. Okay, one more quick one, you guys, and then I've got a little bit, I've got some fun little things in our Grocer Girl shop, and I've got some things to tell you about Frankie Gray.
Okay, great.
So this just came out, but I want to show it because Tracie knit,
I can't believe I didn't share
Tracie
this.
knit the pullover, but Heidi Kiermaier did a ship shape cardigan.
I literally just bought yarn to make another ship shape.
Look at the sleeve. Look at the top of the shoulder. That little V is still there. I actually normally love a pullover more. I think I might like this cardigan more.
I love it. It's so great.
It could be how she's styling it and the color choices that I'm crazy about.
Well, the other one has a boat neck and no ribbing. So this is a different...
It's a bit of a different vibe.
Yeah. Ship shape. And I love them both. I love this one where she's got it all buttoned up.
It's DK, you guys. Let me tell you what she's knit her sample in because it's great. Rowan felted tweed.
Ooh, I love that yarn.
Or she's had some other ones. There's Cascade yarn she's suggesting. There's a John Arbor she's suggesting. Sonder yarn.
So the gauge is 22 stitches. So
Beautiful,
that's great.
Beautiful. She's using Apple
Door
Door DK from
That's
John Arbor.
the John Arbor.
But how about Sonder, you guys, on her Sunday morning DK?
Yeah.
Knit.
This is a really good photo to show that.
Oh, yes.
This is so much fun to knit. You start with these little triangle panels and then build out from that.
Gosh, that's so good.
It was one of the most fun things I've knit, and I love my sweater.
Oh. Lot of, you guys, there were so many patterns. It was like, save.
Exactly.
Okay, let's all cast on a collar. I am going to have that collar be around my neck next time.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm determined.
Who's knitting it for you?
Darlene. No, just kidding. I'm totally knitting it. Please, I don't hear very well, and I'm knitting. Oh, what is it? Well, I
Yeah,
don't
if we're not saying something clearly, you let us know, and if we catch your question, we'll
yeah.
be as clear as we can, because
Yeah.
sometimes we talk really fast.
Okay.
It's all good.
Okay. Lina, number 21.
The summer version that came out, we keep sharing this every time, or saying this every time.
It's like,
That's just out of this world. They do such a beautiful job on this magazine.
look. It's more than a magazine, you guys. You're going to find articles. You're going to find yarn. You're going to find patterns. You're going to find lots of fibery things. And it's not always knitting.
I can really see myself
That's really pretty.
in all of these patterns that are in here right now. Oh, what a beautiful ad for Sasha's
How
book.
about some summer recipes?
It's a focaccia recipe.
Right.
Oh, wow.
How about some drink recipes? Anyway, sometimes I think, oh, let's not show every single one, because it's kind of fun when you get the book to kind
Oh,
of
wow.
like see it for the first time.
Ooh, I love that.
A cardigan set.
Oh, my goodness.
Do you guys follow?
Oh, my gosh.
Do you guys follow her on Instagram? Do you not follow her on Instagram?
I've seen it. Who is she? What's her name?
Kendall says.
So she's the article.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
She puts her private thoughts into a sweater. Her name was Kendall Ross, and she's knitting a unique art form where it's like this whole mosaic sweater. You guys, can you imagine the ends?
Is it kendo style, you think?
Yes. Is it her? You can't miss her. I've followed her for a long time. She's such an amazing artist, but you can only imagine the yarn that
think this
you
is
have to
her.
navigate to get these done. She knits the most intricate.
Oh, no, this is not her.
Just a minute. I'm surprised it doesn't say.
I'd knit that.
Yes,
That's her.
I believe it is.
Just a sec. Oh, yeah, 146,000 followers.
Yeah.
Followed by Mrs. Brown's Bags.
Yeah.
There we go.
But look at her. Those are all her knit sweaters.
Wow.
And she just knits stories into her garments. And it's just so incredible to watch an artist.
That's a brain that works in
yeah.
a totally interesting way, isn't
I
it?
really loved this cardigan. Like just the possibilities
Painting
of color.
with wool.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's essentially what she's doing, you guys. Everyone has a story. But like, show that.
Wow. It says, like, I get bored and decide it's time to get worked up and cry about things that never mattered to me till I found out there's a way it was supposed to be. And you get to see all my insecurities. I go off and complain publicly about all of the wrong you did to me, just like
I
it's
know.
the whole story in there.
But no row is the same on this, you guys. Can you
No.
imagine? And she creates every single one herself.
Oh, here's that garment. It's gigantic.
Oh, isn't that funny? Because when you see it, you think it's...
Well, how else do you fit that
Yeah.
paragraph on there?
Anyway,
And knitters love to see the inside. There's the strands.
beautifully tidy.
Wow, that's a chart and a half.
But
that's for sure.
she's shown some photos before where it's
I
like just little like like wound pieces just hanging,
I think
waiting.
she made. Oh, that's like in Tarja, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It looks like she made one her size too, though.
Oh, okay.
That doesn't look as big.
So it's funny, Tracie. Okay, this is a funny story. You know how last time I taught? Okay, Coco Knit
Is it really?
Stitch Counter. It is. Wait.
Okay. Okay, that's
I
awesome.
showed the Coco Knit Stitch Counter a few podcasts ago, and we said how amazing it is, and it
Yes.
magnets onto things.
Yes.
It's a magnet. I thought I had listed them. I did not.
Okay.
And then Tracie did a new order, and she checks to see what we have in stock, and lo and behold, we had none.
Oh shoot!
and I'm
I ordered
thinking-
again.
Only because
now we-
I didn't list them.
Oh
So-
yeah, because I always just look to see what's out of stock.
We were raving,
darn.
but we were raving about this Stitch Counter. That's okay.
That is okay.
But it's amazing. So we
And
do
they're in the shop.
actually have it in the shop right now. That's why I wanted to.
Listen, if you don't, I know there's other stitch counters. This one is better. I have a bunch of them.
Yeah.
I feel like this one's the one I now go to all the time. And I love that it magnetizes to those little clips.
It's great.
Enough said.
It's really great.
Yeah.
So oh my God, this is so cool, you guys. It's a way to organize our notions. It's a little notions caddy.
so
and
cool.
It's by Fox and Pine Stitches, and we carry them in our shop. It magnets closed, and it's got different 1, 2, 3, 4. There's got so many spaces to organize all of our notions.
And it's so compact.
Yeah.
Like you can have every notion you need in this little thing, and it just throws in any project bag.
Yeah. You know what I was thinking too when I saw this? This would be a really good organizer for like vitamins or Tylenol or any little things, bobby pins and hair clips for traveling.
For stitching, like there's no saying you have to put knitting notions in it. You
No.
can do whatever you want with it, but it is a really great
It's got smaller
product for
And then-
organizing whatever.
and then a bigger one at the bottom for maybe scissors.
I mean, you can
or-
have one for knitting and one for your stitching things, or one for
Right.
knitting and one for travel with you, like you said.
Travel. So these are in
Somebody
our shop.
said jewelry.
Earrings, of course. That's amazing. So there's 4 different colors. These are knitter things for knitters.
Yeah, from Fox and Pine Stitches.
And then what we also added are stitch stoppers.
Yeah.
In several, it's one listing, but there's a whole bunch. There's these different Fair Isle little, there's hats, there's mitts, there's socks, there's sweaters. Thank you for the cat.
We had to pick a cat.
And then there's a sheep.
There's
And
so
something
many.
else.
Wait, we picked knitwear and cats and like sheep. And I feel like that was a really good start because I don't know. These stitch stopper things are something that I thought I would not use, and I can't even tell you how handy they are.
I use them now.
I use them now.
Until someone gifted me one,
Yeah.
I didn't think, I thought it was a little gimmicky. The
And
only gimmicky thing about it is the fun novelty you can.
Well, if I'm going to use them, I might as well use cute ones, right?
Right.
So this is we're brand new stockists for Fox and Pine, and we love that. So, you know,
Yeah, we love.
super cute. And I think there's 4 colors in the
There's
notions
4.
box. Yeah.
There's pink and then there's a purple as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So you can find whatever you're looking for.
Yeah.
So there's some new things to the
Yes,
shop. Actually,
very good.
Anything that there's a few more things that I've restocked, and you'll find those always at the top of the page under new. I make sure that they stay there in
That's
case,
such
so
a
you
good
don't have to
idea.
navigate very far. Okay, so
We don't like it to have to search.
No.
We want it to jump out at us.
yeah, so Tracie inspired us with her brand new sock pattern. We're like, we have so many mini sets just sitting there waiting to be
Good.
knit. So what we did was we're having a giant mini sale through this weekend because maybe the grammage, is that a new word?
Meterage?
The grammage or meterage isn't going to be exactly. But the fun thing about these is you're just going to have fun and make them scrappy socks. Change the striping sequence for whatever.
Like
end
you
up-
could do this with 4 different mini. You don't have to have a mini that's got like this is over this bright orange we used over 23 grams of. But maybe you want to split that up and do 2 or 3 minis out of it.
Yeah.
You don't have to do the same
Yeah.
proportion. That's one of the things I love about this. You can make it as wild or not for
I
yourself.
totally agree. So I'm going to show you a few of the mini sets, so maybe you'll get
I
inspired.
love this.
Some have fingering, some have DK, some have sparkle, some have non-sparkle. So this is called Starlight.
Beautiful. And this is all Frankie Gray Fibres.
This is all Frankie Gray Fibres at frankiegrayfibres.com, where you're going to find inspiration. And they're all on sale along with our pattern bundles. We just want to, yarn bundles. The yarn bundles we're clearing out. Their bases we no longer carry. We just want to get rid of them. So they're all 25%
such a good
off.
way to bulk up your stash.
All of our minis are all 25% off.
I love
So we have several fades still.
that. Ooh, I love these.
So these fades, and you guys, new yarn bands.
Oh,
Our new yarn bands.
should make a mini set those
I know
colors.
we haven't done that yet. So this happens to be the Elmer and Neon Coral fade. So the darkest is our Elmer, and then Neon Coral is somewhere in here. But we also have a Lucky Lavender fade. They're just twisted together. Lucky Lavender fade, a soft aqua, jelly bean, and aquamarine fade.
That's awesome.
And then my favorite
Totally.
is lemony limey. And the nice thing about it is we still have some on our sparkle base, which we no longer carry.
DK Sparkle?
DK Sparkle.
Ooh.
So these are all fades, along with about 5 or 6 more color fades.
Ooh.
So lots of fades still in the shop. And then I brought some of our...
Oh my gosh, this
our-
is like candy.
Right?
Yes,
and then
it's
one
so good.
skein, one main skein, and then you can have so much fun knitting these
Yeah.
socks, you guys.
Minis are a
So
great
this
idea.
one is called Autumn. This one is called Clara's Pick because we had somebody reach out, member, wanted to knit for their granddaughter.
Clara, I love it. I love them both though.
Yeah, so pretty.
That's what I mean. You could just change your colors and it's totally different feel.
This one is
Ooh, I love
Newbie
that.
when we had some new colors we were trying out. But I thought that vibe's pretty. This one is called Poisoned Potion. Halloweeny, right?
It's so good.
This one is called Jordan's Pick. She put this one together. It's kind of similar to this. I actually think it's mostly similar. Just
One different?
One different. This one is called Willow.
I love that.
Everyone's got
I
a
love them
color
all.
palette, right? Everyone's got something there. This one is called Dancing Queen,
Ooh,
right?
yes.
And then this one, Tracie's Pick.
Yeah, that was my first pair. I love it.
Mm-hmm. So,
Ooh, I love that. I gotta find those socks. They can't just disappear.
no.
They've got to be somewhere.
So now through the weekend is a giant sale on minis and a giant sale on bundles. We just want to clear them out.
It's such a good time, like summer.
Right?
You want smaller projects
Yeah.
sometimes, or you're traveling or camping. Minis, you could just take a bag of minis and cast on whatever you want.
This is a snippet. You guys, there's so many more mini sets in our shop.
Jodi, that's so pretty.
We want you to cast on all the stripy.
Lemony limey. Is
Happy
this sparkle
Play
too?
socks. Yes.
Oh my god.
You can keep it if you want.
No.
I love it.
I love it.
You guys, it's like we could have called it 40 Love. Like it's
Yeah.
a tennis ball color.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah. So good with green.
So
for
good with
tennis.
green.
Jodi, it's beautiful.
So yeah, I think that's it, you guys. What did we forget? Probably a ton of stuff. But
Possibly. I hope not. I feel like we got through everything we wanted to. I hope.
I'm looking at the calendar, you guys,
I
just
hope.
to see.
I feel like we'll have one more in 2 weeks for sure, and then maybe one week after that. But then you're going away.
Why leave the second?
Yeah. So maybe the 20th
we
and the
do-
27th.
Let's plan for
We'll
that.
see.
The 20th and 27th. And then we'll say goodbye for July.
Yeah.
We'll say goodbye for July.
Yeah.
And then
Or maybe at the end of July. I don't know. We'll
yeah,
see what happens.
I'll be back because I'm back
Frankie Gray Fibres has to get ready for Knit City Calgary in August. I hope you guys are coming to Calgary.
we'll be able to podcast the week of the 25th when I get back, July.
When are you back?
The 18th.
We'll just leave it open and we'll see how it goes. And
yeah.
of course, I'm sure we will. But
Thank you for joining
I hate
us.
making promises and then not being there. But
Thank you for joining.
thank you to everybody. We missed you.
know
We
what-
love doing this.
We love it
So thank you
much.
for being here. Truly, truly, truly.
You know, do you ever get out of bed some days and think, my hair's not terrible? That was
That was
morning.
today for me.
This is
Normally
how
I
woke
would
up.
have to wet my hair and like redo it. Today was not bad, you guys.
The more product, you guys, I'm honest, don't look at the back because it's flat.
That's totally fine.
But this
As
is
long
how
as-
I woke up. That's a nice thing about messy hair.
Jodi.
Messy hair,
Beautiful.
don't care.
They look beautiful. How about this? Seattle. We had one day in Seattle on the way home. We got off the boat, and when we were booking our trip, we thought maybe we'll need a day to like relax. Maybe we don't want to rush to the airport with all the crews, at the same time. In hindsight, we could have.
Yeah.
But we went to the Glossier store in Seattle.
I meant to bring my product.
Well, let's
and
do
I
it
forgot.
next time because I am loving what we bought.
Me too. Wait.
So
you guys.
we'll do we'll share show and share. Basically, I got sick that day. I was sick all day.
Tracie was.
I was a giant bummer. I missed going to the Cheesecake Factory. I missed lunch at Chipotle. It was the worst. I was just waiting for our room to be available, and as soon as it was available, Jodi didn't see me again until the next day.
So we
It
went
was
to
awful.
Cheesecake,
It was
and then we
awful.
lime scootered all around downtown.
Yeah, that's so fun. I'm
had
so
fun.
jealous.
But it was, but you're
Seattle,
right.
downtown Seattle's awesome. Like we
Hines-
were right by the Pike Place Market. It was so beautiful.
Yeah, it was easy to get around and
Yeah.
see lots of fun stuff.
Yeah. Missed a fun dinner. Knitters were in town. I slept so
Tracie
much.
didn't get out of bed. We
I
were
was so
bummed.
nauseous. So I don't know what it was. And then the next day, it was like I had never been sick.
Shane and Maddie both had a 24-hour flu bug.
So bad. I don't even normally.
In the weeks
I don't
leading
nap
up.
ever.
Yeah.
I was barely awake in our hotel
Yeah.
room. It was really awful.
Yeah.
Anyway, Georgia didn't care. She
We
was on her
delivered
thing.
cheesecake to Georgia.
She loved. I didn't even hear you come in. I did not hear
Jordan
the door
didn't
knock.
want to knock, so she placed it at the door and texted
Oh,
Georgia.
okay, good. No wonder I didn't hear
Yeah.
that. Georgia kept saying how amazing it was.
You can't go wrong. You guys, the Cheesecake Factory, lucky you if it's close to where you are.
Oh no, Yvonne said she got sick a few days after. Eric had it on the last day of the cruise.
Oh.
Carson, I was looking for you on the last day
And
of
look,
the
he
cruise.
was fine on Saturday.
Isn't
See?
that weird? I had exactly that.
We said upstairs, where's Carson?
We did. I was looking for you. We didn't get motion sick on the boat.
No.
We did feel it moving a little bit
Yeah.
for the first couple of days.
Hallelujah.
We liked the rocking us to sleep at night, but then after that, it was like sailing on a pool.
You guys,
It was so calm.
I'll go back just for the hot dog. It was a poppy seed bun sliced on the top, crunchy onion on the top, like crispy, like French's fried onions on the top.
Yeah, it was amazing. It was really, really great. Really, really great. I can't believe we get to do it again in September.
Yeah.
I'm thrilled. Thrilled. Okay. Francis was saying, oh, has the best hot dogs ever. See? Who knew on a cruise ship?
And it's so funny. We planned our last day, so we were going to have a hot dog. They closed.
I know.
So we didn't get that last hot dog.
We need to book a whole new cruise
They're
now.
Nathan's hot dogs. I need to find them.
Yeah, we can find them.
Yeah.
But they are amazing.
Okay.
You guys, thank you for joining us. I hope you're having so much fun with your projects. I'm going to keep chugging along with my Elton. And I have a summer knit project that's coming up. So I'm going to maybe get yarn together for that. I might even have a brand new
Okay, who is
cast on next time.
Continental Drift? Is that you?
Lisa.
Lisa?
Yeah.
Oh, of course. Yeah, jet lag, you guys, is no joke. So I
Traveling all the way to Australia.
Yeah.
I would need a week to bounce back.
yeah. I'm still jet lagged from Ireland. Just kidding.
It took me almost a week from Ireland.
You
and
guys,
Australia's way,
we
way
loved
further.
bringing back all these fibery things to get inspired about and to bring back to you and share. It was fibery.
Right. And if it works for you, we would love to meet you. We love being able to say that we're going to be somewhere different. And maybe that's in your backyard. I would love to meet you. So happy making for the next couple of weeks. Come see us over
Collars.
on Instagram.
Let's come back with our
Let's
collars.
knit a collar. We're going to do a Dickie along. We're for sure going to do another sparkle along. I feel like maybe at the end of the summer, we'll cast on for another sparkle along. Why not?
We
So
will
cute.
have a Laura Lee Beltman, MJ, and Vincent knit along.
Yeah, we should start that right away.
Yeah, maybe you can
Next
open that.
time.
Yeah.
Anyway, we do
Okay.
have our summer knit along happening in Ravelry, tanks and tees, any vest. You can sew, knit, crochet, whatever
Yeah.
you want to do. So we love that.
Perfect.
You guys have a great couple of weeks. We will be back.
Oh, National Knit in Public Day, Saturday. Don't forget. Get those needles out in public.
I'm always knitting in public.
Me too.
I love it. But yeah, do it. If your local yarn shop has
Yeah.
an event, go support it if it works for you. Okay, you guys. We'll be back in 2
Okay.
weeks.
Bye, bye, bye. And